Welcome to the continued adventures of Metal Gear Mondays 2.0. This is Alessio at the top of the episode. Again, to just stress, in these sort of new format episodes, I just want to be pretty explicit. We are back with a caveat, which is we're back with micro seasons, which are going to take the form of 4 to 6, sometimes 7 episode seasons that are going to be occurring with several weeks of a break in between. This first season is sort of the conclusion to our spin-off coverage. We're talking about Survive last episode. We're talking about Metal Gear Rising this episode. And we're talking about additional spin-off content, mobile games, fan fiction, stuff like that for the remaining episodes. And the next season, which will begin recording in late June, is going to be on Peace Walker, but we're going to be explicit about those dates as they occur. And if you want to continue to see the show progress, you can support us at patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays. Tweet at us at Metal Gear Monday, Facebook Metal Gear Mondays. Thanks you guys so much. Enjoy the episode and enjoy the continued coverage of Metal Gear Mondays 2.0. Thanks.
My sword is a tool for justice.
You deny your weapon its purpose. It yearns to bathe in the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back.
You're right. About me, I knew something was off.
Give in to your true nature as a cyborg canine UG whisperer.
Yes, you're right. Wolf!
Mind if I cut in?
That's my line.
I'm sorry, Sam.
Now, I've got to make this fair. K9001.
My exoskeleton is shaped like a K9, and my model number is one higher than the K9000's. This is amusing on 2 levels.
Well, it looks like this is going to be a classic cyborg K9 UG battle.
A good old-fashioned dogfight.
Sick 'em, boy!
Yeah.
Richard works in IT support at Mavericks Inc., and he noticed last Friday that he had several processing units in need of updating. He arranged with each user to upgrade the computer last week.
Oh, I've heard this one before. Simple answer. Kevin Combs is receiving a Windows upgrade on Thursday. George, the problematic boy from Ghana, owns 0 computers. Boris in operations is having his Linux machine upgraded on Friday. And Doctor is a freelance contractor who has no office computing equipment.
Correct.
Try this one on for size. Sunny really needed to go to the doctor for her checkup and to her dentist, chiropractor, and optometrist.
I, too, have heard this one before. The answer is very, very clearly defined. She will visit her physician at 9 a.m., her dentist at 11:30 a.m., her chiropractor at 1 p.m., and her optometrist at 3:30 p.m.
These could go on for a while. Want to go practice our blade routines?
Oh yeah, let's take this great hog I found in Denver. It rips.
Hey, wait a minute! That's mine! You're dead!
Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, welcome to another episode of Metal Gear Mondays. As always, I am your host, Alessio Summerfield, and this is a book club-style Metal Gear-themed podcast, episode 66. As always, I am guest starring some boys. We got Sam Wright.
Okay, so I wanted to get this out of the way up top. Since there is a character in this game named Sam, just to avoid confusion, I would like everybody to refer to me as Brad for the remainder of the episode.
Okay.
I am your stepfather. I would prefer Daddy Brad, but I'm chill, so Brad's cool too.
Can
Cool.
I call
We
you?
got Brad Wright and Isaac Lim.
Hey, there's nobody in this game named Isaac, so you can just
Hooray.
call me Isaac.
And we got a new kid on the block. We got a new kid on the block recording with the full family for the first time ever. We got James the Jimmy Reichmuth.
Heyo, they call me James.
Sick.
They call me Stacy. That's not my name. That's not my name.
Yeah, so to further solidify to the audience at home that we are actually back and not just back for a Metal Gear Survive weird one-off.
Which would be like really disappointing, right? If
yeah,
we just
like
came
if we
back
actually
for one
did
episode
that, yeah.
to do Survive and only Survive, that would suck, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we're back. And this is episode 66, like we mentioned. We are going to be covering Metal Gear Rising Revengeance this week, as you already know from looking at your podcast app. But before we get into that, we're doing new things. New things. We're covering the news. So I got some news items.
Should we have like a stinger here, like a thing, like a
Yeah. So since we
do it here.
Damn it.
It's time for new news. Metal Gear news.
Yeah. I love it. Okay.
How was that? Was that good?
That was great. So this week, since we got a guest developer spotlight. Since I promise I'll stop doing that Raiden voice at some point. That's weird.
It's tough.
We're going to be featuring PlatinumGames news for obvious reasons. So, real quick news. PlatinumGames and Yoko Taro did a postmortem on Nier Automata at PAX East, and you should check it out because that was the best game that came out in 2017, in my opinion.
Why do you say that?
Because Nier Automata is the best game that came out that year, in my opinion. Okay. They touted a sequel, which is pretty sick. Has anybody Isaac, you got a Switch? Sam, you got a Switch? Do you boys have Switches?
I switched my Switch.
Is anybody playing that Bayonetta Switch port?
Man, I need to get it because I want it very badly.
I got that shit, and it's real good, and it's got a lot of DNA with this game that we will talk about.
Does that shit rip?
Dude, that shit. What is it? Slaps. That shit slaps. That's what that does. It's good. Bayonetta 3's coming soon too.
Yes.
Shifting gears to Metal Gear news. Metal Gear Survive is getting an MGS3 themed event on April 10th. Whatever the fuck ever.
Who gives a fuck? What is it like?
Yucky.
What does that even mean? Like, what is a Metal Gear 3 event? Metal Gear Solid 3 event?
Apparently, it's some sort of special event where you can get an alligator head and the camo from 3. And you get Eva's jumpsuit too.
I was gonna say, does it turn Survive into a good game like Metal Gear Solid 3?
That'd be amazing. They're like, we're doing a themed event this week. We're actually gonna have a good game for 3 days, and then we're gonna make it bad again. Also, Isaac and James, you weren't on that episode. I'd love to re-record that episode because Metal Gear Survive is $20 now. So you should just go get it.
I'll spend $20 on a bad game anytime.
It's real bad.
Don't do it.
So can we do a fumbling in the dark with Sam and
do you want to make? Oh, let's do it.
I mean, we can do it.
No, let's do it. I was going to say, let's just throw it to Isaac to see what he comes up with.
Isaac, you want to?
Okay,
I'm down. Sing the jingle, Isaac? Sing the jingle.
No, I'm
James has never gotten to sing the jingle. James, you do it.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't think I know the jingle.
Didn't do homework. 0 out of 10.
Didn't do my homework on the jingle.
James, I thought you knew the fumbling in the dark jingle.
Fumbling in the dark with Isaac Lim.
Oh, is that the real jingle?
Yeah, that's the jingle.
I felt like that's just the jingle that I would do. Just the most natural cadence of saying the words.
So you're saying that Sam is unoriginal, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Whoa.
Not Brad Wright.
Oh yeah, excuse me. Yeah, who the fuck's Sam?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you mean Daddy Brad.
Isaac, go ahead and you just give us your quick 2-sentence log line on what Metal Gear Survive is.
Metal Gear Survive, let me just tell you, is a slap-happy family game.
You're not wrong.
It's centered around these 3 gay guys.
Whoa.
They live together. There's nothing wrong with that. It's 2018.
No. I was saying whoa because this is uncharted Metal Gear territory.
Came out of nowhere.
And it's just the adventures surviving the
heteronormative lifestyle.
Yeah,
surviving America in 2018.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been a better game. Sam, would you like to tell Isaac what this dumpster fire of a game was?
So it's this game where you're a person who gets sent into an alternate dimension, but it's really the future, and you have to do a bunch of bullshit and save the world. And you have to kill this giant monster that is essentially nanomachines, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah. My quick over and under is, imagine that somebody made Metal Gear Solid 5 a Korean free-to-play browser-based game.
Oh my gosh.
That's all you got to do. There you go. There's the over and under.
The end.
The last piece of news. And guys, this is somebody that we all have experience with. Blue Point Games, who made the super stellar Metal Gear HD collection that we play all the time for this show.
Amen.
Rumor has it. They also did the Eco Shadow HD remaster and the Gravity Rush one, and they just recently remade all of Shadow of the Colossus from the ground up.
Yeah.
Anyway, rumor has it, and this is just speculation, that the quote-unquote PlayStation Classic with much larger scope that they might be making soon is Metal Gear Solid 1.
Oh.
Dang.
How sick would that be? It'd give us a perfect excuse to play the game again with James. And we'd have all kinds of goofs and
Yeah.
gags.
And do it real good this time.
Do it
Yeah,
real
do it
good.
real good.
Because season 1, it was good, but we want to do it real good.
Nice. So before we dive into the main thing, I just wanted to say again, for anybody who did not listen to the Survive episode, it just dawned on me I should probably reiterate this at the top of the next few episodes. Metal Gear Mondays is in 2.0 phase. So what that means is now we are doing these like concise, better executed sort of seasons with gaps in between for us to live normal human lives. So effectively you're going to get anywhere from 4 to 6 episodes, maybe 7, depending on the season, per season. And then there's going to be like roughly like a 30 to 60 day break for us to like regroup. Obviously, so we now have a Patreon, so patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays. Obviously, if you guys come fucking beating on the door with all kinds of financial incentives, I'll fucking do whatever you want. But that's what we're doing right now. So just wanted to give you guys
bark
the
like
over
a
and
dog.
He'll do that right now.
yeah. I'm right here right now. But yeah, so let's get into the game we're talking about this week. We're talking about Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. And just to give you guys the quick little history lesson real fast, I'll give you guys the quick up and down, and then we'll talk some generalities. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance not only has one of the longer names in the series, but it is a character action title developed by PlatinumGames and published by Konami Digital Entertainment that was released in late February of 2013, which is over 5 years ago, for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and then it was ported to PC in January of 2014, and then Mac in September of 2014.
And honestly, Revengeance kind of sounds like a Kingdom Hearts subtitle. So, like,
Oh my god, it
This
does.
coming from a massive Kingdom Hearts fan?
yeah, no, I fucking love Kingdom Hearts. So it tracks with me. I'm good with it.
Well, it should have been like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance 3 3/4 days Blade Mode Fury Edition.
Third Strike.
Third Strike. Online.
I was talking to Alessio about this. It would have been better, I think, if the game was just called Metal Gear Rising and then the sequel was called Revengeance. That would have been fucking dope.
Or they could have said
also,
Revengeance could have been the remastered version or some shit. Too.
or they could give us a fucking sequel to the game.
Yeah, so real quick, I want to get the over and under from you guys on this. So Konami published it. It was developed by Platinum. Platinum just broke all kinds of platinum records
Right.
with Nier Automata. Do you guys foresee a world in which Konami, thirsty for a quick cash grab, goes, "Hey, Platinum, do whatever the fuck you want"?
Absolutely. 100%
Okay.
yes. That's
Fingers
definitely
crossed.
going to happen.
I could see it. Because honestly, if they let Platinum do it, I don't give a shit. I'm in it. Stick my dick up in it. Just get right down, deep,
Yeah, how you play that game, Sam.
deep in there.
Yeah, Sam, that's a different game.
That's how I play games. I don't know what y'all are doing. But.
Oh no. But yeah, just to kind of give so this game actually had a little bit of like a troubled history. This game was originally developed by Kojima Productions, they who cannot be named by Konami now. But the game was just called Metal Gear Rising, and it was in 2009, and there was actually an original trailer for that version of the game, but it's a teaser, and I think it just features Raiden, the weird blue spinal columns, and the dwarf gecko enemies, like the 3-armed balls.
Wasn't remember when they announced Peace Walker, wasn't it that like whole promotion where like it was a really close-up shot of Big Boss's face and then a really close-up shot of Raiden's face, and that was like originally the teaser for the original Metal Gear Rising?
I'm not sure.
Do you remember that?
I remember the Metal Gear Solid 3 trailer where Raiden was essentially wearing the mask in the director's chair or whatever.
Yeah, I'll have to find those pictures because they were teasing new Metal Gear games, and it was Raiden and Big Boss, and I think it was the teasers for what Peace Walker was and what Rising was supposed to be. I recall.
Gotcha.
But
okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Pass it over, and we'll include it in the show notes because that's a thing we can do now. Sick. Yeah. So besides that, Hideo Kojima retained executive producer status on this game, I believe. And he himself was like, they were going through a bunch of setbacks because I think they weren't sure if they wanted the game to be stealth based. Originally, I forgot to include this in notes. And James, super kind of weird parallel spoilers. So in Metal Gear Solid 4, it's implied that Raiden saves Sonny, who is a character in this game, from a weird prison situation with the Patriots and being kidnapped from her mother, blah, blah, blah. So originally, Metal Gear Rising wasn't going to be set 4 years after 4 in like a spin-off universe. It was going to be about that.
That sounds cool.
And so they were going to do that, which would have been cool for fans because it would have been like an insight into some shit that was implied but never shown.
Yeah.
But instead of doing that, they couldn't get the gameplay right or something. And so Hideo Kojima was like, let's put it on pause and let's come back to this later. In 2011, they then revealed the game again, and I believe it was at E3 or Tokyo Game Show or something. They revealed the game one more time, and it was with the sword-cutting watermelons and stuff, and they were like, it's platinum now. And, yeah, so interesting. I think, so Kojima Productions, if you look at the credits for the game, they still retain story and character design for Raiden, specifically. But the game is officially directed by Kenji Saito, who is only credited as a director on one other game, which is PlatinumGames, their Transformers Devastation game.
Wow.
And then he was credited as designer only on Bayonetta 2 and I think The Wonderful 101 on the Wii U. And that was pretty much his, based on what I could find, that's like his whole career for some reason. But yeah, so as we mentioned, the game takes place 4 years after the events of 4. I believe, based on what I saw from Kojima in some interview stuff, the game isn't considered canon, but it's regarded as like a parallel version of what could have happened after 4. So it's not like totally struck from the record either. And yeah,
hanging in there like a Chad.
Pretty much, like a total fucking Chad. Rising was well received by critics. It got a lot of praise for its cutting system and its use of Metal Gear elements. And likewise, the soundtrack and the boss fights also got a ton of praise. People did criticize the camera, and they also criticized the length of the story mode, but I couldn't quite figure out if it was because it was too short or too long.
Definitely not too long, right?
Yeah, it was super
It couldn't
short.
possibly be. Because that story is really short. That camera, I will say for the camera, it gets outright disrespectful.
Yeah.
I could see it. Isaac, James, I had a question for you guys. So Sam, I'm assuming this wasn't your first character action game because I think we've talked about shit like Ninja Gaiden and stuff before.
Oh yeah, Gaiden and God of War and shit like that.
Yeah, was this Isaac, James, was this you guys' first like third person sort of like, not like a beat 'em up because I think we've all played like Streets of Rage, but was it your first like 3D Devil May Cry-esque game?
No, I played Devil May Cry way back when, like God of War and all that. I guess if you count God of War in that realm.
Yeah, I think God of War does.
But yeah, other than that, this was definitely the most like Japanese influenced one that I played, I feel like.
Yeah, so technically, so Devil May Cry is actually a lot of the same people as this game.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm pretty much
a lot of the folks from Platinum are from Devil May Cry and like Resident Evil.
Last
It's
year,
pretty much the
DNA.
same with me, though.
Oh, Isaac, did you play God of War?
I did.
Is everybody gonna go play the new one?
I'm gonna buy the
pretty.
fuck out of the new one. It's getting really good reviews. It's like got 95s and shit, like on Metacritic. Like,
I enjoyed those games. They're just fun.
yeah.
Did you guys find this game to be harder or easier or sort of in line? Because like so, and we're gonna go into it in the generalities discussion, but this game features like a very, very minimal combat system. Like there's not a lot happening.
Yeah, it definitely felt like I
Um,
played it on normal, and I didn't feel like it was particularly hard ever.
Yeah, I remember originally when I had played it years ago. I didn't beat it when I played it however long ago, because I got stuck at, and we'll get to the point when we talk about it. But I had got stuck at a point in the game because I don't think I really mastered the parry system that much, and I think I also don't think that I was really keeping up with like my upgrades and stuff at the time. Like I don't think I was paying attention to it, so I think that was probably why. But it wasn't too difficult when I played it on normal as well. I was going to play it on easy just to get through it, but I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I played it on normal.
I think that was like everybody's story. I think like we were all going to play it on easy, and it seems like most of us backed out of that.
Ha! Little did you know.
Yes.
Isaac!
So I totally chickened out, and I went the easy mode. And
Did you activate parry assist, or did you
I don't know. I guess maybe it turned it on automatically. Is parry assist like with? Well, I had to hit square to parry. Is that what you mean?
Well, so you can press square to parry, but what I'm saying is when you selected easy mode, it asks you, do you want to activate parry assist? Which, like, if you play it without parry assist, you actually have to move the sword in the direction that the attack is coming from to parry.
Ah, I must have had parry assist on because I was just mashing square the whole time.
Nice.
So
Well, you have to have assistance when you're dealing with Matthew Perry. He's a difficult guy. I had to get my shitty dad joke in. So I've got a question specifically for James and Isaac, who I'm assuming didn't know as much kind of going into things. So like specifically with this game, and I'm sure, I don't know, it's got a little bit of a reputation now. But I'd be curious to see like what you guys' sort of preconceived notions were coming into this game. Like, did you expect it to be as like, I think I described it to James before he started playing it as it's the Saints Row 4 of Metal Gear. Did you expect it to be as like balls out as it is? It's kind of weird.
I'll tell you what I didn't expect. I didn't expect it to be so relevant to today's society.
Yeah, right? What the fuck?
Like, wow, they nailed
like,
2018. Like they got that.
Yeah, I
down
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, does the
All
game
way down to-
does the game
all the way
actually
down
take
to-
place in 2018?
Yeah.
wait,
That's
really?
amazing.
all the way down to Donald Trump absorbing technology and going Super Saiyan.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I called it metal. I called it Metal Gear Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just like got like a really like attitude to it. It's not as bad as Shadow the Hedgehog. Like it's not bad at all.
Hey, you're not
obviously,
shooting
but-
cops. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are definitely killing cops for sure.
Jesus. Right on. Isaac, did you have any preconceived notions going into this at all other than it was going to be different?
So I played the demo way back when. Well, I played it at a friend's house, and I guess
what fucking friend? Isaac, you have other friends?
I'm your only Metal Gear
Are you
friend.
kidding me right now?
I'm your only friend.
How dare you? The Lale
How
Lule.
dare
Who the fuck?
Oh, jeez. All right, moving
That's
back.
going great.
You guys can't see this, but I'm taking my earrings off. I'm getting ready.
Take your wig off too, man.
Mama's gonna throw down.
But I remember it being super hard in the demo for some reason. So I guess that was my only preconceived notion coming in. I thought it was gonna. Well, I did play on easy, so that, I mean, that took
is
away a
what it
little bit of its credibility, but
Isaac's like, I hear this is gonna be really hard. Let me.
this is really
Let me just-
easy.
What are people talking about? Very
But
nice.
I mean, I knew it was like a hack and slash type game, and kind of less of stealth. Still, a tiny bit of
Yeah,
stealth
weird
elements here and there.
You can fucking try.
Yeah, you really can. It's,
Dude, I don't. Spoiler alert! I legit did stealth through a couple sections, which kind of surprised me.
Nice.
Man, God, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway,
So yeah, let's. I think that's a really good segue to go into sort of the general, like, what this game is. So it's. I mean, like we mentioned, it is character action game. So if you haven't played anything like that, definitely look at your Ninja Gaidens, your God of Wars, your Devil May Cries. I would say the major difference between this game and those games is like, so imagine if God of War was just the Chains of Olympus. Like that was kind of your only weapon.
yeah.
And that the combat was more built around catering to that. So like, I think on paper, Metal Gear Rising sounds extremely simple, like to the point of like, maybe not being enjoyable. But I don't, me personally, I thought that, and this might be why the campaign is so short, I thought that like throughout the 7 hours that the gameplay of the campaign is, that I found the combat to be fun the whole time.
Absolutely.
Oh, I enjoyed the combat. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And they
it's-
definitely,
it's fun.
they sprinkle in a little QTE weirdness.
A little bit.
I think that the general control scheme is pretty simple. There's a heavy attack and a light attack, which okay, that's what it is, and then you have the parry, which I think adds a little bit of complexity to it, and the fucking the Zendatsu and all that kind of stuff.
Totally. Well, and I think so that, like Sam had mentioned earlier about the parry, you kind of have to like point the analog stick in the direction that it's coming from, that the attack is going to be coming from. And the game does this really kind of elegant thing where what happens is when the attack is coming, every character, I would say, like every enemy character has like a part of their character design where like a little red laser will kind of flash, like lens flare.
Yeah,
and it feels
everybody has a tell.
Yeah, and it feels appropriate. Like it doesn't feel like, oh, it's just because it's a video game. Like they do a good job of making the red lens flare come from like a believable source. And usually when that happens, it's like, okay, I'm about to get hit. And so if you time the parry correctly, when they go to hit, you'll like deflect and then swing at them. And sometimes it'll create like this slow-mo kind of slash 'em up mode. But if you mistime it, you'll just block, which is fine, but you just don't get like the leg up.
And then I think they have ones where like they'll glow yellow, and those I think are unblockable, but you have to dodge out of the way, otherwise they're gonna hit the fuck out of you.
And holy shit, so that's the one omission from this game. I wish there was a dedicated dodge button, you guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's weird that there wasn't. I
Right?
kept wanting to dodge the entire time and like couldn't. Like my muscle memory from other games was like hitting certain buttons, thinking I would dodge, and then nothing.
Yeah, I thought that I was dumb when I first played this game. I was like, surely there's a dodge button. How do I not know how to dodge? Did I miss something?
Because can't Raiden he can dash, can't
Right.
he?
Yeah,
So you can
But,
do
like,
the
it
R1
doesn't-
like ninja run in battle,
Yeah,
but it doesn't.
But it doesn't
dodge.
like it's not a dodge though, like a dodge roll or like some type of like backflip or something. Would have been awesome. Like I think the gameplay feels good. I think it's a very good system, but I think just that dodge I think would probably have elevated it to maybe one of my favorite like battle systems.
For sure. When the weird thing is, like, both, like, the games on either side of this, like, if you look at Vanquish or you look at Bayonetta, they both have dodges. So, like, what happened? Did that guy fall asleep? Like, what happened?
It's like, where's our dodge man? Fucking
like,
bring him out.
Yeah, Greg died, so we're just not gonna have dodge. Is that cool? Okay.
Fuck.
Like, it was very weird.
When did this come out? It came out in
2013.
2013?
Yeah, early 2013.
Because which is insane because didn't Bayonetta come out in like 2010?
Yeah, I think you might be right.
So what happened in between the release of Bayonetta and the release of Metal Gear Rising that they were just like, no, we don't need a dodge button?
Well, and so because I was thinking about it, and I think that what it does is it pushes the player to play as aggressively as Raiden as a character is, I think.
Mm.
So, like, there is that, and, like, it is a little bit of, like, a leap of faith, I guess, in logic, but, like, based on the other PlatinumGames games that I've played, I feel as if it seems like something that they would do to kind of... It's the way that Bloodborne incentivizes you to keep attacking by regenerating your health whenever you hit people, if you're damaged. I think it's just sort of like a subtle, like, get in there, buddy. Like, don't run away. Like, get in there. But it sucks because Raiden, if he gets hit at all, it like interrupts combos and stuff. So it makes it hard to keep it going.
I used to think my blade was a tool for justice.
Oh God. The other modes that we talked about. So we talked about Ninja Run. Essentially, it's like hold R1 or I'm assuming right bumper on Xbox, and just run, which is sick.
Love the Ninja Run.
Yeah, the Ninja Run is excellent.
Yeah, and I'm glad. So if you play Nier Automata, they kind of incorporated that into Nier. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like the vaulting in Nier, and that's what I love about Rising is like you can just kind of vault up everything. Like it's wonderful. We also have the blade mode, which is sort of the star attraction. Like you hold L1 when you've got, or a left bumper whenever you get your meter full, and you go into this crazy, like as James pitched it to me whenever he was playing the game, as Fruit Ninja mode.
Oh, perfect.
And I don't know.
It does kind of feel like that, doesn't it?
I didn't realize how fucking gory this game was until I came back to it. Like, holy
dude.
shit.
It's brutal.
Cut up the body
you turn
parts.
people into bacon strips. Like,
Yeah,
literally.
It's like slicing dudes in half. It's just like after a certain point, like the cool thing about blade mode is that the way you restore your health and your meter for blade mode is by when you go into blade mode, sometimes if you've damaged an enemy enough, a red square will pop up on them, and if you slice them in the red square, it gives you a button prompt. I think it's circle on PlayStation. I don't know what it is on Xbox, but you rip out essentially their fucking spinal fluid and crush it in your hands and absorb it into you.
The in-universe, explanation for that too is that Raiden has to extract electrolytes from his enemies
in order to keep himself functioning. So.
And the best part about that, and I think that's kind of where my hypothesis for like the gameplay trying to push you into a play style comes from, is like when you do that Zandatsu and you absorb the nutrients, no matter where your energy meter or your health meter is, you will max out.
Yes, yeah.
And so I think it's incentivizing you to just like go get him, champ. Like just run into the meat grinder. Cool. Some of the other stuff that I think most people don't really consider, at least I didn't, going until I went back. So spoiler alert, I beat this game once when it came out, and so this was like my second playthrough. So there are sub weapons in the game. Sub weapons consist of like EMP grenades, chaff grenades, RPG. Almost like a homing missile launcher, and the cardboard box and the barrel make a return.
Yes.
And you also get boss weapons. The sub weapons kind of act like almost like Castlevania pickups. So it's almost like when you get like the daggers or the cross or the holy water, you have a certain amount, and when you run out, you have to find them in the world. I discovered in New Game Plus that I had the option in the customized menu to buy an infinite ammo wig for Raiden. So my Raiden was a blonde boy, and I had infinite ammo for every sub-weapon.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. Also, there are boss weapons in the game. These aren't really like... So like in God of War or Devil May Cry, I feel like when you beat certain bosses, you get like permanent weapons that you can kind of do crazy combos with, and it almost like adds a whole other like character to the game. With this, the boss weapons are more or less like they only map to your heavy attack, I believe. And they only have like specific combos, and like you can chain those combos and make them a little bit more intricate than normal, but it's kind of the same like 1, 2, 3 heavy thing. I know with the polearm weapon that you get from one of the bosses that we'll discuss, I could
best one.
Definitely the best one. I could press a couple buttons and do like really cool like polearm spins while Raiden was like breakdancing and shit, and like that was cool. But
and it's all about like customizing too. Like, did you guys do much of the customization with like
I mean,
Stuff
like upgrades.
Yeah, upgrades. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, man. Gotta spend them BPs. Isn't that what they're called?
Yeah, isn't it BP in MGS4 as well?
Yeah. it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no,
know
it's,
that,
it's
like,
DP.
'cause I
It's
know-
Drebin points in MGS4.
Oh, that's right. DP and
What are BPs?
double penetration and butt points.
Butt
Hell
play. Anyway. Yeah.
Stuff.
So okay, just real quick. For me, after the first mission, it gives you the option to if you want to upgrade and customize Raiden, and I kind of went back to what's that crap, that horror game, Dead Space.
Oh, yeah.
So
I love Dead Space.
yeah, there's a point where I didn't upgrade at all, and I got all the way to the final boss, and I just couldn't beat him because
Of
none
Dead
of my
Space,
weapons.
You didn't upgrade at all?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
It was
Holy
bad.
shit. Isaac's
Wow.
going for like
That's fucking-
hardcore mode.
No, that's hard fucking core. That's like a challenge that people would do. It's like, okay, I'm about to do
No upgrade.
Dead Space with no upgrades and only using the fucking first weapon. Wish me luck, motherfuckers.
Crazy tough.
Yeah, how are you? So, wait, Isaac, how did you feel any desire to continue through that game? Because I feel like when I got to the upgrade stations, it was like the only time I could breathe and feel good about the game.
I think my this is how I am with all games. I'm like, I should hoard these points or the money because something greater is going to come up, and it just never does.
Hey,
A
Isaac.
lot of the time, you have to spend it to get the
I
greatest.
know. That's why.
Isaac, as your friend for 16 years, I don't think that's just how you are in games.
Hey.
That's how you are just in general.
Oh, damn.
Anyway, so
Isaac is just.
This
Isaac
is not
just
a
like
therapy
crushing
session.
fucking cans of nos on his forehead. He's like playing hardcore Dead Space and crushing fucking nos on his forehead. Like, let's go. Fucking-
Isaac needs to start a Twitch channel. That's insane,
yeah.
dude.
oh, that would be
I'd watch the fuck out
terrible.
of
Anyway, all of that is to say that I thought back to my Dead Space days, and I was like, I better upgrade when I get the chance. And so,
Did anybody else find it hard to hit the enhancements on the core weapon? Because it hides it in that like little like press square thing. Like I
No.
didn't even know it. You could like so check it out. I didn't realize this until I played the New Game Plus. I never updated or upgraded my main weapon because I never knew you could until I played the second time, and I was like, oh shit, I can upgrade the strength on the sword.
even though it said like new beside the main weapon?
See, I don't know. I just never
Oh.
noticed that.
My problem is that when like shit like that pops up, like ooh new, and I go into a menu and it doesn't go away, I'm obsessed with making it go away until I figure out how to make it go away.
That's how I am too. I don't know. I didn't know until I booted it up that I just like because everything else was like maxed out except for the boss weapon and the main weapon, and so I was like, "What the hell? How did I not see this?"
That's pretty hardcore too, man.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah,
That's why I didn't fucking beat the game the first time I played it.
oh, word. So yeah, as far as like the actual features of the game, just to kind of put a little keystone, capstone, just to capstone the generalities.
It's a little Power Stone.
Yeah, just a little Power Stone 2 up there, a little Keystone Light.
Keystone Light.
Little,
You gotta get the cooling power of the Rockies or whatever. Is that
Natty-
cores?
get
I
some-
don't know.
Get some natty ice in here.
Yeah, buddy.
Diet tequila.
Oh no! If you have a Smirnoff Ice right now and you're listening to this podcast, you just iced yourself. go ahead and tip that back.
Fuck.
Anyway, so the game has a full blown story mode. In my notes, I'm like, the game features a full blown story mode. Yeah, guess what? The game just is a story mode. So that's just the game. And then there's some additional like VR missions that you can find in the game through these little computers. There's a lot of collectibles, but they're discreet. So the collectibles are there's the VR missions that you can kind of unlock in the space. You also get some DLC ones if you want. On top of that, I thought I just found a one-off man in a box. Turns out there's a whole
there's a
plethora
bunch of them.
of men in boxes.
Men in box.
And then the other men in boxes. And then there's another one. There's like the fucking pugilist fucking dwarf geckos you can find everywhere.
Oh yeah, those guys are fun.
I didn't realize that until like late in the game, like after I beat it, because I didn't notice them all at all. And then right before the battle with Sundowner, which we get to, you turn to the left and he's just standing over there. It's like, who the fuck is that? What's that dude over there?
Who's that creepy boy?
Yeah.
And there's also like in true Metal Gear fashion, like Japanese swimsuit models that you have to blade slash the police tape off of to see them. And then Kev chimes in and goes, "Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about."
Of course, the fucking one of the very few original non DARPA chief black characters in the fucking game is a perv.
Yeah, of course, obviously. Also, the last collectible, and this one's actually kind of hard to get. I only spotted a handful of them through my playthrough, and maybe it's because I got a bunch during the first playthrough. The left hands. So there are like special kind of like commander units that you can encounter, and when you go into blade mode, you'll notice that their left hands are glowing green. Right. If you can cut that off of them, you get like extra BP and some other benefits, like artwork in the little collection.
Doctor has a very creepy left hand collection.
Yes, he does.
And that's the fucking whole reason why you're looking for them in the first place, because he will reward you handsomely for left hands.
Yeah, I think it's like the left hands store the battle information.
Yeah,
for the cyborg.
He explains that after he fucking creeps you the fuck out, though.
Yeah, after he strokes his collection of male left hands that he has on his shelf. So the last thing is the 2 supplemental DLC side stories. So there is a bunch of cosmetic DLC. So I think because I pre-ordered the game, or maybe it's because of Zone of the Enders, I can't remember. For whatever reason, I have the Gray Fox Frank Jaeger skin, Cyborg Ninja from MGS1. I've got that, and the sword for Cyborg Ninja. But I know you can pay. I think it's like $1.99 or $2.99 for some costumes. But all of the DLC, like actual like story DLC, me and Sam discovered is just free now. How cool is that?
That shit's free as fuck.
It was super cool. I've never seen a game do that before, where it's like, I guess it's so long after the release that they're just like, fuck it, y'all, here you go.
Yeah, the thing about the DLC is, I think that they came out kind of just like, this kind of sucks for how much it is, because they were, I think, $10 a piece when they first came out.
Mm-hmm.
And just to kind of give you an idea, they're great for $0. But so just to put some perspective in, I beat the main game on a Tuesday, and we are recording this on a Thursday.
And we got married on a Wednesday.
But I beat both episodes of the DLC yesterday in approximately 2 hours.
Wow.
For both of them.
Dang.
So so $10 for that, maybe not, but for free, hell yeah.
Are we? Is there a segment for the DLC or?
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna touch on it really briefly. Like, it wasn't required for the
okay.
show.
Well, I was just gonna say, Sam, would you mind touching on it?
Yeah.
I will.
Could you fumble with me in the dark?
I would love to fumble in the dark with you.
Fumbling in the downloadable content with Samuel, right?
We'll get there because they're well, I guess one of them takes place during the story, but one of them's like a prequel kind of. But we'll get there at the end.
Gotcha.
Okay.
James, did you see whether or not Xbox boys get free shit as well?
They do not.
Oh no, it's paid still.
I didn't actually realize that there was all of that until I saw your notes, and I was like, oh well, I guess we don't deserve it.
Yeah, no, yeah, it definitely wasn't required.
Not for James.
We're not worthy. It's fine.
Yeah, so I believe there's, and I don't know if some of these are DLC or what, but there are 50 VR missions you can get. Heads up, you have to like unlock the VR missions, which to me kind of takes some of the bite away. Like, I wish they were all unlocked so you could kind of practice for the main game. But it's just, I mean, you've played a Metal Gear game, you know what a VR mission is. It's just like combat test in like a weird spacey environment. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So before we get into the main game proper, did everybody fuck with the tutorial?
I did not.
I did briefly, but it's kind of short, and I don't remember anything about it.
James, did you say you didn't?
No, I blew right through it. I said,
Yeah,
not
so I was
for
gonna,
me.
yeah, so I was gonna ask you guys. As I was like starting the game for the first time, I was like, would you like to do a tutorial? And in my head, I was like, oh man, I wonder what this is gonna say about everybody on the show if I ask if they do tutorials or not. Do you typically blow through tutorials?
So I like to, like, in recent years, I used to just blaze through them, but like in recent years, like they've been including like story beats in the tutorials for games.
Yeah.
Like I know like the tutorial in like Dishonored 2 has like a really great story beat, and it's like I would have missed that. I did miss that because I blazed through that too because I know how to play Dishonored. But like, I don't
when you
wanna
say
miss out
blaze
on
through it,
story.
did you skip the tutorial or did you just like speed do it?
I just skipped.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, there are a couple story beats in this one, but it's just like between Doctor and Raiden, so it's not really anything consequential. But yeah, no, I was just kind of curious, especially with a game like this where it's like kind of a specific move set involved. I think for me, I just feel under-equipped starting until I've had a chance to like fuck with the controls, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Isaac, did you do the tutorial?
Yeah, 'cause I usually do the
it's super
tutorial.
short. Yeah, it's just like it's 2 VR missions essentially, and the first one is literally hold R1 and point in a direction.
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
actual.
they're not like great tutorials. Like I think the best way, the thing about this like R00 chapter, this like first chapter we're gonna get into, I kind of felt like a more robust and effective tutorial.
Yeah,
like if they would have just thrown you in and then like let you play in that chapter, that would have been a fine tutorial. I don't think the whatever the fuck they gave us was necessary.
Totally. Yeah, you're totally right about that. I think with this game in particular, that opening segment 100% was just a tutorial because it even gives you like on-screen prompts for what buttons do what.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like and it was like even like they gave you like Raiden and he looks like less cool, like a nerd in this one, like so he's just kind of like it's a tutorial. It's just like, oh, okay, you're got it. I know what's going on now.
Was anybody upset that Raiden didn't say the word nerds once in this game?
I know Isaac
super
was.
upset.
So
That's
James,
okay.
just so you know, in Metal Gear Solid 2, there's a sequence where some character asks Raiden if he knows about the node, and Raiden just goes, "Did you say nerds?" It's out of fucking nowhere. It's
and
very
then
weird.
Colonel's just like, "No, I said node."
just like shuts him down.
What a weird moment.
Yeah, just out of fucking nowhere.
Hey kid, fuck you with a node.
It'd be like if you're like at a meeting at work and somebody was just like, "Yeah, so what you're gonna need to know," and you're like, "Did you say nerd?" Like in front of everybody. It's like, who are you? Who the fuck is this guy?
It's like who hired this man?
Yeah.
This very strange boy.
Yeah. So speaking of strange boys, let's talk about the strange boys riding in this limousine. Let's kick off this game. So yeah, as Sam alluded to, R00, so all the titles are called R and then a number. I don't know if the R stands for Raiden, Rising, Revengeance, Repeat, I don't know, Rico Suave. But this chapter is called Guard Duty, and it's because our like prissy soft boy turned cyborg ninja killer boy is now guarding political VIPs for money. That's what he does now. So if you wanted to know what Robo Raiden did after he woke up in the hospital at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4, he's protecting politicians for money. He just joined a PMC.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. James, you described the prime minister that he was protecting as...
He was James Earl Jones from Coming to America. Like, absolutely. Without a doubt. I was like, oh, this is going to be a great treat. We're going to get to see Eddie Murphy's going to show up. It's going to be really good.
The politician and his like assistant the prime minister and his assistant shared like a moment, and it was like very tender.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah, it was just like it was nice, right? But it was like, oh, these two guys, they really appreciate each other. It's very nice, but it was just like
out of nowhere.
But like, there's some kind of like undertone happening between the two of them, right? We never get a chance to really explore it, and I kind of wish there was a third DLC.
Yeah, it's just called like The Bodyguard.
The Bodyguard. It's just we play the movie The Bodyguard, except instead of Kevin fucking Costner and Whitney Houston, it's those two guys.
Yes. Yeah, it's very strange. So essentially, for everybody who doesn't have a PS3 or 360, so James, you played this on an Xbox One, right? So it's backwards compatible.
Correct.
Nice. So it is backwards compatible on that. If you are unfortunately a PlayStation 4 owner, I think the only way you can play this is on a PS3. So I had to dust off my old PS3.
That's really cute.
Super fun. But that being said, if you don't have the leisure finances to go get a PS3 to play this, or play it on Steam or whatever, essentially there's this prime minister. What country is he the prime minister of? Did you guys catch that?
Was it?
It's an African country, correct?
Somewhere in Africa. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, so they're in a
country.
nondescript African country.
Yeah.
And essentially these two men are in this limousine kind of driving to what appears to be some sort of political signing or some sort of like event. But it's very weird because the game doesn't reveal that Raiden is sitting in front of them until like a couple minutes in.
It was like kind of an uncomfortably long.
Yeah,
time.
It reminded me like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like Call of Duty 4 opening. And it was just these two boys like reminiscing about the good old country. Like they're like, oh man, everything's so great. We get like tight shots of kids playing basketball and like running through the street. And for a second you're like, what game is this? And then it like pans around and there's our weird like metaloid Barbie doll man. He's just like, hey, you guys are talking about politics, right? Like it's very weird.
Yeah, he could
and
not
then they
have
get
looked
attacked.
more out of place, like with the setup that they gave us. I was like,
yeah,
what?
It's super weird.
Yeah, they're riding in this convoy, and then they get attacked out of nowhere by who I described at the time before we knew his name as Cyborg Don Pablo. Yeah, just like just slices a tank in half.
It's pretty badass. So like, I will just brace yourself if you're gonna play this game. This game tries really hard to be super choreographed and badass, and like 99% of the time it is. Like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. It like hits all the like the sweet spots.
And like, I don't know, even if you're not necessarily like into, it sucks because I don't want to say even if you're not an anime fan, because I legitimately feel like there are anime that don't fall into the garbage stereotypes. But even if you're not into more action young adult anime, this game kind of, I feel like, transcends that sort of thing by trying to just be like metal as fuck as opposed to just anime.
Yeah,
it's like Otacon's fever dream,
pretty much.
Just like one of my Japanese animes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so essentially these bad guys show up, as you guys alluded to. So Jetstream Sam, Sundowner, and Metal Gear Ray, who are all going to get named kind of later on. But
fucking Metal Gear Ray, I forgot when I played it. I forgot that Metal Gear Ray was like one of the first things you fight,
which is it's super cool though. Yeah, because essentially, kind of what the game's doing is like if you've been a Metal Gear fan for this entire time, you're kind of starting this game off with like the main kind of fodder bad guy being like the big badass from Metal Gear Solid 2. So it's super fun. It's like the same equivalent if it would have been like, hey, it's Metal Gear Solid 2, and the first enemy you encounter is like Metal Gear Rex, and then Solid Snake just like fucks it up. It's just like, oh my god, like what's happening? So it's interesting, but this game definitely does a lot of things in this opening moment that I really dig, and that I know everybody compares games to this game. It feels very much so like Dark Souls 1 to me, where like you're introduced to the pantheon that you're gonna be murdering. Like all
they don't do all of them, which I was disappointed in,
most
because
of them.
there's like two other ones, and obviously the final boss that you don't get introduced to, but you meet two of them in this particular one. And it would have been cool. I realized when they introduced Mistral, I was like, oh, they never did a fucking like all the bosses are gathered in one place cutscene like the other ones.
Yeah, Monsoon and Mistral are the two that are missing, and we'll get to them. But yeah, effectively, you cut down the sort of like regular fodder enemies pretty easily. I don't think they're ever really that difficult until kind of towards the end of the game. They kind of just have more hit points. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
They get bulkier. Like there are a couple of different units, but like the basic like troop unit, you can just like always like throughout the game. If you go into like blade mode, you can always just straight up just slash them immediately and take their shit, which is like which makes for some pretty cool moments. Like I remember running up on a guy and he saw me and I was just like, nope, slope, and then he was just dead.
Yeah. And you can also like slash like multiples all at once. So I know I've like cut down like 3 or 4 like in one blade, which is super good. But yeah, so essentially you enter the first boss battle, which is like you're damaging Metal Gear Ray's feet and then doing these like QTE sequences, and then you guys, Raiden catches the Metal Gear's knife
Yeah, he does.
and then fucking just throws it out of the stadium.
Just fucking chucks it.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. And like if you hadn't realized already, this game is going to be fucking great.
Yeah, we start
By
off with
this
a bang,
point.
man. Like the QTEs are like kind of like Azura's Wrath level QTEs, where it's just like, quick, do a QTE to like split the planet in half. Like it's insane. But yeah, the battle then turns into this like crazy chase sequence where we're running through part of the town. It's pretty cool because like all these terrorists are just like blowing up the city around you as you're running. And then you battle the Metal Gear Ray again on top of the roof. And this particular portion of the Metal Gear Ray battle kind of feels akin to like the first Turtles in Time boss for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet.
Wow.
Just sort
what
of
a
like
fucking reference.
like that, or even like some of the bosses from Nier and Bayonetta. It's just sort of like a big head of an enemy, dodge the attacks, and then punch it in the face.
Right.
Deal.
Yeah, but then like once you punch it in the face and it runs away, it shoots missiles at you, and you have to jump on the missiles and run up the missiles.
It was so
and
good.
buildings to
Which
it.
is sick as fuck.
It was so cool.
Which happens again with the helicopters. Yeah, this game is just like so. We didn't talk about this yet, but like as all these QTEs are happening, explosions are everywhere, and you're just like being overstimulated. Like this game is just straight. Like if you're just eating sugar out of the container. There's this like there's this music playing, and the music, dude. The music is like. It's like early 2000s alt rock by way of like Disturbed doing like Puddle of Mud or something. It's so weird.
It's so good though. Like it's really fucking good. Like it adds to it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I couldn't imagine any other soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so if at this point you're still not convinced, like this game is just going to get crazier because not only do you do the missile running evasion shit, but you then start doing this gravity-defying tower run, which is like imagine Raiden running down the Washington Monument in DC while like slashing at robots. Like it's bananas. But then we get this super wonderful plot beat where you just get disempowered as fuck and you get destroyed by Jetstream Sam.
Because like the whole thing is like you're trying to like save the prime minister because they kidnapped him to destabilize the nation, and they wind up killing him. Like Raiden rushes this dude even though there's another dude there, which is a very bad mistake, and then they wind up killing the prime minister.
And we're on a train now, by the way. So we're on a moving train. So again, this game's just like, fuck it, dude, everything. Like, go.
Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. And then Sundowner gets away, the big boy, and then who by the way, his smile is rendered very creepily, and I don't like it.
I love it. I also love his like southern affectation in the voice.
Yeah. We're going to destabilize the nation.
Dude, it's perfect. Like he's just like, we're gonna pour a little whiskey on it, god damn it. And you're just like,
God damn it, God bless a fucking America.
Why is everybody always talking about how bad war is? I love it. I fucking love it. If it was a woman, I'd give it a hug. I love it. Like it's just like, what's going on?
I was like, was that a direct quote?
Yeah, so like you just get like, so this game does this cool thing, and I feel like this might be like the smartest chapter of the game because it's like trying to win you over, but like it just makes you feel so empowered right out the gate, and then it's like, oh, guess what? This other dude's about to just fucking own you like instantly. And so it's kind of like the Mega Man X and Mega Man X and Vile moment from OG Mega Man X on Super Nintendo. It's like this guy shows up, you get fucked up, but essentially, if you notice, he's using all the same sort of like moves and stuff that you're going to then get, which is cool. So, yeah, and that was pretty much that first chapter. Isaac and James, I want to check in. I want to do a little check in. So me and Sam had played this before, so we were just like, let's do it. If anything, in this chapter, I found my love for this game because I was like, shit, I don't remember loving it this much when I played it the first time. What were you guys' thoughts coming out of this? Like, did you like it?
Did it make you feel better or worse about the prospects of playing the rest of the game?
It's one of the best intros to a game ever. I felt like I was off to the races. I felt simultaneously empowered and like super defeated, which is always good. I felt like a kinship with him about his whole eye situation. Felt good about that.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Oh no!
Too real.
Here we go.
Oh,
classic. Isaac, how'd you feel? Were you ready to ride White Line?
No, I really liked it actually. So for some reason, I always thought this game sucked. Like I always thought the reviews were terrible.
Whoa, dude!
For this game.
To be honest, I think you can be forgiven for thinking that just on like first glance. I think.
Yeah. Just because
it looks like some GameStop cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
little pub cheese.
I really like the music when you're fighting a boss.
I just imagine Isaac like standing up at his TV with his wireless controller, just like rocking the fuck out.
I put it down like I air guitared it all day.
I definitely did have a moment where I was like, "Am I going to look this music up later? Is this just going to be my song now? Just my jam?"
Yeah, I'm just like headbanging and I'm just like smashing this Metal Gear and I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, who knew that Metal Gear just needed more metal and cyborg?
It felt like an anime.
Imagine fucking fighting Revolver Ocelot if it had like some fucking butt metal going.
If everybody, if it just had some jamming ass like stoner metal sludge and
play
like
some fucking Sublime,
you and Ocelot are just like
shit.
fucking rock'em sock'em roboting like all over the countryside. It'd be amazing. I think we can safely say we need to see like a Metal Gear Solid 5 Rising crossover. Is what you're saying. Nice.
That'd be pretty great.
So going into chapter 1, called Coup d'etat. This is actually where the original demo took place, and the demo being the one that packed in with Zone of the Enders remastered for PS3 and Xbox 360. Essentially, this whole mission, I want to say, up until the fight with the dog, was in the demo. Apologies, I have hiccups. So we finally kind of get introduced to Raiden's full support cast. So we've got Boris, who is this cross between like your Italian mechanic and a Russian man.
It was a cousin Roman.
Cousin Roman, yes.
Totally.
Who, by the way, at the end of the last chapter, saves you from being killed by Sam by showing up on a fucking helicopter with a minigun, and also fucking says, "Kept you waiting, huh?" Because of course somebody has to say it in this video game.
That's super good. Real quick, I just want to point out, and I'm not going to edit it out. The dog that's barking in the background, Isaac, is that your dog?
That'd be Frank. But
Isaac, can you tell us? Can you tell us? So Isaac's dog is colored. It's like the same color as the Foxhound logo. And his name is Frank. I love it. Wow. Little Frank Yeager.
It's a little callback. Anyway, but I don't know if it'll get picked up in the microphone.
No. Yeah. You're fine. I just wanted to point out the cool little goofy Metal Gear tie-in. Yeah, so we got Doctor, who's this weird German mad scientist with a bolo tie. Can we talk about that Dr.
I loved his comment about
Yes.
if the walls had fallen earlier, he'd be a Nobel Prize winner. I'm like, I don't think that's true, dog. I think that life was for you.
Yeah, right. And then we have Kev, the aforementioned African American pervert that's on the team. He's a real cool guy, Kev.
Super cool.
Kev's cool. I like Kev. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
So he's cool up until like later on in the game. He gets really angry about like the mission that you're going to be doing later in the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he just gets like really
The reverse Die Hard situation that occurred.
Yeah.
And then we got Courtney, who is sort of prototypical Metal Gear busty support character, I guess. I don't know. Metal Gear doesn't. So let me ask you guys this real quick: is Metal Gear does it have a lot of busty women in it?
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if that's really true. Like, there's always one kind of voluptuous
like,
woman.
They had Sniper Wolf in the first one. I guess technically Fortune. I guess in the second one. I wouldn't really call Rosemary like busty.
That's a fair point.
Eva.
So she's just kind of like your female support cast save game codec call. Which, like, can we pause for a second? I forgot there was a codec in this game. I used it in this first chapter and never fucking used it again.
Yeah, I don't think I used it
Yeah.
once.
Oh, yeah. You don't need to.
Yeah, so you
I
can
did
press
it a couple
select
times.
to talk to them.
There's a trophy for talking to them a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will just say, like, the conversations go a little too long. Like, there was a couple times when I'm like, oh, I think I forgot what I needed to do. I need more information. So I go in the codec thinking they would give me information pertaining to the mission. But then they gave me a backstory of, like, the game. But the conversations went on for, like, minutes. And I was like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to present this thought to you guys because I like the codec conversations sometimes would go on for a while in the other Metal Gear games too. And I wonder if it's a symptom of this game being such a fast-paced game that maybe you're too impatient for the longer codec calls. But in the other Metal Gear games, since they're a little bit slower, a little bit more stealthy, or a little bit more methodic, that the conversations don't bother as much.
I think it's a fair theory. I'm also very, very nervous that it's just because we've walked away from this game series for so long, and I'm really, really worried that for the other games that we're going to talk about at the end of this episode that we'll be covering, that we're just going to be like, fuck, I don't have a stomach for these cutscenes anymore. Because it kind of happened to me with this, like, real talk, and I don't know if it's just because I've beat it before or what. Towards the end, I started skipping cutscenes.
Skipping cutscenes.
Yeah, I was like, dog, I don't have time for this. Like, and it might have also been like, spoiler alert, like me, James, and Isaac kind of like played up until like the day before.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was a good boy and beat it 2 days before.
Right.
Yeah, good guy, Sam. Anyway, so that's the codec stuff. I will say the one fun fact is I discovered that the voice actress for Courtney is also the voice actress for Haruhara Haruko from FLCL. I heard her say a word, and I was like, "Oh shit, I know who Courtney is." And then I looked it up online, and I was like, "Yes!" It was very fun. Yeah, so she's the American voice actress, or the English-speaking voice actress. I don't know if she's Canadian or some British or something, but she is English. Anyway, so Raiden's body got fucked up by. I was gonna say by Steamboat Willie, by Jetstream Sam. And so he gets a new body, and it's one where Doctor says, "Oh, you got to get this MCFC electrolytes that are in the spinal column of your enemies." So that's when this whole Zandatsu mechanic starts to happen.
Yeah, they kind of the battle system. It doesn't get any more complex than this, but if you're coming from chapter R00 into this first like official chapter, they drop it on you. It just is like, oh wow, this is a little bit more complicated than I first thought. And then once you get used to it, it's fine again. But
for sure. And we already covered the left hand stuff, but this is where it gets mentioned for the first time by Doctor.
Yeah, it's a creepy fucking collection.
Yeah, so we're flying in. Raiden's like laying on his belly in like a stealth bomber that's like fucking flying across the ocean. He's just like it was really weird. So this game up until this point hasn't really leaned into how weird it's going to get with the dialogue and stuff. But the game does start to get into like people making fucking weird jokes. People just straight saying things like fuckers and like motherfucker and like fuck you, which is like very out of character for Metal Gear.
It went all out.
It's like, it's just like, it feels like the punk rock version of
Shadow
Metal
the
Gear.
Hedgehog.
Yeah, it's very weird. So anyway, at this point, I was very weirded out by the fact that when Raiden goes, ready for insertion, that no one was just like because it was just like, I don't know, like up until this point I was just like, all right, I guess a fucking 12-year-old wrote this with a crayon, but all right.
Oh my gosh.
It was very weird. Anyway, so yeah, the whole situation is some terrorists supplied with weapons from Desperado LLC, which is the PMC employing Jetstream Sam and Sundowner, who just took who killed the Prime Minister earlier. They have taken over a nation's military via something that very nonchalantly gets thrown out there, brain jacking. And then Raiden is deployed to bring peace to the situation using his hella sweet samurai ninja moves. This game can't really quite seem to land on whether or not Raiden's a ninja or a samurai.
Raiden's a ninja. Sam is a samurai.
He's a ninjamurai. That's what he is.
Ninjammers. Windjammers. Good game.
Yep.
Anyway.
But yeah, so the brain jacking and some of the brain shit that's going to happen later on. This game is almost as if Ghost in the Shell hung out with Metal Gear a little too long. So we get dropped in, and I would say sort of this main area sort of takes the mold of what the rest of the game is going to be like, which is like these big open maps for you to kind of do some exploration. There's sort of these like pseudo stealth elements where like as you enter new spaces, not everyone in the space is immediately going to be privy to the fact that you're there. So you can kind of do some sneak attack stuff. You can collect ammunition for the sub-weapons that we talked about. But this little conflict in this little tiny nation island or whatever is kind of just like a microcosm for the whole game. Like, this is kind of what the whole game's going to be like. And there is some like civilian rescue shit that you can do. So every once in a while you'll come across these PMCs that have like a civilian on their knees. I saved probably 2 of them, but they're really fucking hard to do. So there's one here. I think there's 1 every chapter or 2 every chapter.
They're not in every chapter. There's like a couple.
Yeah, most of the time it kind of sucks because like if you're just slicing and dicing and fucking slamming on the accelerator, the guards will be notified.
Slamming
and
that
like
subscribe button.
Yeah, if you're just doing a dainty slam of that subscribe button. Chances are they're gonna fucking execute these civilians like when you're like 500 feet away.
Yeah, everybody died. I didn't save a single civilian.
Hell yeah.
So can I talk about how I handled the stealth in this game, and then we can kind of pass it around. This would be a good time to talk about it.
Yeah, totally.
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. So I did in a couple sections where I was like, "Fuck it, I don't want to have to fight these 2 big ass gorilla UGs." So like I would backstab them and get through it that way. But there are definitely plenty of sequences in this game where I was like, "Nah, baby, like we're gonna go fast."
And I think that honestly, I think the game like it put it in there. I think to give you the choice, kind of. But this game wants you to fucking go balls to the wall.
Yeah, it feels more like almost like a cameo. Where it's like, hey, remember the game that this is based on? They even have like the alert sound, so when you get seen, you get the little bring or whatever. Yeah. And we got a bunch of recurring enemies from the other game. So the little dwarf geckos and then the gecko Metal Gears are in this as well, in this map.
Yeah, and the fucking the flight packs that accompany.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, how'd you guys handle the so James and Isaac, how'd you guys handle the stealth? I know Isaac had a little stealth background coming into this. James, how did you just fucking wreck shop?
I didn't. I was like, I got this sweet sword. I think I'll just cut.
I'll just cut.
That's gonna be a nah from me, dog. Just like run through.
There was one section in the game that I actually did stealth all the way through because like I couldn't not.
Mm-hmm.
Which was in the underground where it's dark unless you have your AR vision on.
Mm-hmm.
That was about the only time I stealthed because all those fucking gorillas. Until I realized that you fight them, and when you fight them and go into open combat, it illuminates it for you, and I was like, "Oh, I don't have to worry about this anymore. Fuck it." So
yeah, And that's like really my only problem with the game is like kind of that section, because it's like, why the fuck is the AR vision mode going to immediately go away every single time that I want to do anything other than see the detective Batman mode thing?
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's like you try to run, you try to interact with an object, you try and fight something, it just goes away.
Mm-hmm.
But which makes no sense. Yeah. So anyway, you are trudging along this sort of like the ruins. This is a very Metal Gear Solid 4 level. You're kind of trudging through this like big, dilapidated city. Raiden enters in this area, and the dog robot that we joked around about in our skit shows up here.
I love this dog.
Call him Good Boy Chainsaw Dog.
Yeah, Good Boy Chainsaw Dog.
Such a good boy.
LQ84I, which is what he's called at first. Fights you, and he is just AI with a dog body with a chainsaw tail. And there's 3 phases of this. Again, I was playing New Game Plus, so like all my stats were maxed, so I just fucking kind of slammed through these. But he essentially will fight you in these 3 phases. Between every phase, there's kind of like he jumps up on a wall and then calls reinforcements, which actually is good for you because you can use the Zandatsu to heal yourself, and if you don't want to use the items. And it's kind of, I don't know, I think this boss fight is kind of like a final exam for the tutorial mission shit that you should have kind of had squared away.
It's like, because it's like the first time where it's just like you need to combine literally everything you know about the game thus far to beat it. Parrying and fucking Zandatsu and all kinds of stuff. And it's a good fight. It's not difficult, but it's challenging enough.
Yeah, and we're definitely not gonna cover all of the collectibles because I 100% did not do that. That's fucked. But I will say for this one, there is like a little storage house that's in the boss arena, and the only reason why I'm pointing it out is like there will be these doors that you encounter where you can just fucking cut straight in through these doors and like go into these cool little inside spaces, which I wish the game would have done more with. But yeah, then you get chased by some helicopters. We get a little chopper fight sequence. I had unlimited sub weapons, so I just shot the shit out of this thing with an RPG and kept going.
I like where you run across the bridge though, and you run like it's like some kind of like Crash Bandicoot, like run towards the camera mission.
Yeah, definitely.
How did you guys?
I couldn't figure that out at first. Like it was very everything was so fast, and I was like, and it flashed on the screen like hold the L analog stick and then hit R1 or something like that. And for some reason, I couldn't figure out what they were wanting me to do, and it was very weird at first. But I mean, I figured it out eventually after getting hit by
Isaac's like,
couple
my
missiles,
playthrough stopped there because I could never get it. So here we
I
are.
never got it. Yeah.
I legitimately, there's a moment we're going to get to where I 100% died 11 times in a row.
What?
Holy
and
shit.
It's very embarrassing.
I had okay, so here's something that I will say that I'm proud of. I had 3 continues the entire time. And they were all because I just didn't press a button in time during a QTE. Mm-hmm. Like I fell off of a fucking building and then like died, and that's how I died. And I was very proud of that.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Right on. This game. So it's interesting. The character designs kind of look like the shopkeep from Bayonetta 1 in this game. And not only that, but like a lot of the shit, like sort of this like ever-changing gameplay where like for some gameplay you're going to be like flying a jetpack. For some gameplay you're going to be running away from explosions. For other gameplay you're going to be fighting. You might be doing stealth. A lot of this stuff, including like the way the camera shifts during it, definitely pop back up in like Nier Automata and like some of their later games as well. So this is kind of a cool... This game's kind of a cool culmination of like, oh, this is like a little bit of every Platinum game, I feel like, is in this game, which is cool. Yeah. But yeah, so Raiden gets to this vantage point. He spies on... So we forgot to mention up at the top, so the terrorists that have taken over this country are run by this Russian man named Dolzaev. And Raiden gets to a vantage point, and he sees through his binoculars that this is Dolzaev is pointing a gun at a real sexy lady. And it's sort of this refinery. The woman looks at Raiden, Raiden gets real creeped out. Someone calls Raiden, asks why his heart rate is jacked up.
No,
He says nothing.
No, you're missing a very critical point. She blows a kiss at him.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And it makes like a heart thing, and he like fucking jumps.
He like jumps out of his skin.
He freaked out.
And then Doctor asks about his heart rate, and he says, I dodged a bullet.
Yep.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, and so I feel like there are like maybe 2 or 3 moments in the whole game where Raiden will begrudgingly be like, I have a wife and a baby at home. And you're just like, oh yeah, you do. What's happening? But yeah, anyway, so our journey now, the shift becomes instead of, and again, the only reason why we're here is because like, oh, the guys who killed the prime minister. So, and I had to constantly like pause and remind myself like, why the fuck are we here again? Like at several points in this game. But effectively
doesn't matter, kill shit.
Yeah, pretty much. But effectively now your objective shifts to like go to the refinery and figure out what the fuck's going on. So we're heading there. There's this like every once in a while there'll be this like kind of optional battles that pop up where your support crew will say, oh hey, we just got a distress signal, but like it's always just kind of like fight 2 of the thing that you're about to fight.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
It was like, and no, the crazy thing about it is like this is the only time that happens in the game, I think.
No, it
like,
happens the second time. It happens in the sewers. Yeah.
Oh.
Because that's I fought all those flamethrower boys like way early. Like I think I fought like 7 of them or some shit before you encounter them in the game.
Gotcha. See, even so though, like even with 2, like it does, like it happens so like not often. Like it's weird.
Yeah, it's like they forgot about it. It's like there was some weird side quest mode that they wanted to implement and just didn't have time.
I want to ask all y'all a question. When you were fighting those fucking helicopters and it fucking charges you low to the ground, did anybody have the thought, that's not how a helicopter works?
Never, Sam. In my mind, that's exactly how helicopters...
Yeah, helicopters and rhinos operate in the same way as that they
True.
get real close and they charge.
That's exactly right.
I mean, all right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they were trying to kill him with the blades, but...
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Whatever. Can you imagine if they just reskinned other enemies as helicopters? Like it's just like, weird. This helicopter's acting like a dog. What's going on here? But anyway.
Oh, here's another thing that we didn't talk about, and this is something that pertains to pretty much every boss in the game. After you beat the boss, once you get him to a certain point, you do a QTE, and then you get to Zandatsu and fucking slice them the fuck to death.
Yeah. It's like
after
the end animation of every fight.
Yeah, and then after every fight, they contact you on your fucking codec and talk to you and have like one final monologue. And it's very weird.
Yeah, it's very like Assassin's Creed, like, hey, I stabbed you in the face, but I'm going to hold you and close your eyes and talk to you for 10 minutes.
Requiescat in pace.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to you in this weird death cocoon that you've created. Which I don't know. Yeah. I've never killed a man in real life, so I don't know if you kill somebody, you get teleported to like a weird white room and you get to talk for 10 minutes. Let me tell you. And then... oh, shit. But,
I'm glad you said something, because if you didn't say something, I was going to.
I'm gonna, so after Helicopter, we get introduced to these dwarf geckos. We do this kind of interesting, like, turn on your Batman detective mode to not get hit with the tripwires. Once you get them queued up in your vision, you can take off the AR mode and ninja sprint through it, which is pretty cool. But then we fight Mistral, who's like the first, I guess, kind of proper boss. Clearly, my notes here say clearly she's the mother of Widowmaker and Sombra from Overwatch combined. But I am gonna say she's the best girl of Metal Gear Rising.
Best girl. I mean, only girl. I guess Courtney, but only girl.
True.
She's got like that.
She's got that Rihanna hair.
She does. Her suit makes her boobs look like really fucking huge. And also, Platinum has a very, very strict design book, right? Because she has those heels. It's like straight out of Bayonetta.
Oh yeah, and also Nier, because 2B definitely is rocking those fucking stilettos.
Yeah, she says something like she was talking about how like she like a bunch of people, and she says the phrase, "But I butchered those fuckers" in such an unconvincing, like nonchalant way. Yeah, it's just like, I don't believe this coming from you. You sound bored.
Yeah, it's very weird. It isn't kind of refreshing in direct conflict with the woe is me, they made me eat my whole family fucking insanity that came from MGS4.
Literally every one of those backstories involves somebody eating somebody.
Yeah, it's very weird. But yeah, it's my notes go from this the weird conversation with this woman to, and I quote, Raiden absolutely decimates her.
Yes.
So and all the bosses, like, so you go through these like 2 or 3 phases where you'll kind of do like regular combat. For her, there's like a bunch of dwarf geckos, and she's got this weird like Shiva Hindu, like I have 1,000 arms kind of backpack, which is pretty cool. But then she takes all the arms off and makes like weapons out of them, which is weird.
This fucking like crazy pole arm, which you get to use,
and it's so good. Yeah. But anyway, so you kind of do these like she'll fight you like normal, then she'll send a bunch of geckos and she'll jump up, or dwarf geckos, and then she jumps up and then she throws like projectiles, and then you just rinse and repeat that until she's dead. And then you go into your blade mode and 100% cut her into fucking ribbons. Like, it's ridiculous.
Did y'all have any like trouble with this one? Like, was it?
Not really. I mean, okay, I'm gonna precursor everything with I was on easy mode, so there's that. But I didn't think it was that hard to figure out.
Damn, Isaac.
Guys, come on now.
I mean,
Isaac's taking shots.
honestly, like the game, it follows a very strict like battle progression where it's just
Right.
pretty
It's
simple
true.
to understand.
It's
and pick
true.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good. Feels good in your hands. And
it feels
your
good. Mm.
Ooh.
Melts in both. Yeah.
And you
mouth. Just melts in both simultaneously.
and your other places.
Yikes.
Exactly.
Yeah, James, what'd you think of old girl Miss Strahl with the Rihanna hair?
I think that the way you described her was perfect. Like, I'm already blanking on the Overwatch characters' names, but when I read that in your notes, I was like, oh yeah, that's absolutely
Sombra and Widowmaker.
Sombra and Widowmaker.
Yeah, it's
Thank
like
you, Sam, for the assist.
Too sexy for her own good.
Yeah, I was like-
kind of like.
I was like distracted. I was like, who is this woman? she should be in a
Who is
different
this like
game.
coffee dipped woman speaking with like a French accent?
Why is she so mean
I
to
want
me?
to jump ahead.
Oh, I want her to be
The-
more mean to me.
The Blade Wolf DLC. She is very mean to Blade Wolf.
Oh God, I gotta go play
But
that.
like the weird,
But there, but,
BRB.
the weird flirtation when she's like, I'm only half French. What?
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
I will jump it forward. And there's a scene in the Blade Wolf DLC where her little dwarf geckos are like grabbing her butt and like holding her up in like a chair. And there are 2 things happening in this scene where, one, they're just like grabbing her inappropriately to hold her up, but they're like quivering under her weight because there's only like 3 of them holding her up. And 2, they are weirdly, I believe, sexually attracted to her. These dwarf geckos. Yeah.
Interesting. What is
So
she
it's
doing
all-
with these hands outside of work hours?
I don't know. It's like they make a point where like they do like an angle where like they show underneath her and they just show like a dwarf gecko's arm just like grabbing her butt cheeks. Like fucking
Great.
It's very strange.
Aren't video games inclusive and comforting?
Anyway, you kill her and then Dulceyev is like, even though he was arguing with her, is like, I think in love with her.
Oh,
And
it's
then
really
decides-
yeah. So hold on, let's pause for a second. So Dulceyev is just like, so Mistral says to Raiden like some kind of like "I love you" shit, which feels like it comes out of nowhere. And Dulceyev
Yeah.
comes out of nowhere and he's like, Mistral, I had no idea you. And Raiden cuts him off and goes, she was talking to me. And you're just like, what? And then Dulceyev blows himself up with the plant.
He had like a plan to like blow the plant up and like destabilize the nation or some shit, but it didn't work apparently. Like it was futile.
Also, let it be known the plot point of the refinery was built with Russian money for Russian money. Never comes back up ever again.
Yeah. Can I be honest with you? The plot in this game is kind of like whose line is it anyway? It doesn't really matter.
Oh yeah. What do you mean, Sam? I wrote a college dissertation paper on this game. I had
Welcome
a
to
whole
Metal Gear Rising
post-section.
Revengeance where the gameplay is made up and the plot doesn't matter.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Can we? So chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
Where are we here? Because there's a car at the beginning that says
Oh,
Nevada on the
fuck.
license plate,
but
Mexico.
100% looks like we're in Mexico.
This for introductory cutscene for chapter 2 is probably my favorite video game moment of all time. Because
Wow.
Tell us what happens. Tell us what happens, Sam.
I need to talk about this in detail. So you're driving down the road for your next mission. You're going into your next mission, and you're trying to find the secret lab, Desperado secret lab, and they're talking about how
why I don't fucking know, but yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Who can say?
But they're talking. I think Boris or somebody's talking about how you need you need to have a disguise, and Raiden's like, "It's okay, I got a disguise." And while you're in this car, it is revealed that they repaired Wolf, and now he's on your side. And you're in Mexico, and you pull up in your very shiny, fancy, very descript, very out there car, and out of the fucking car walks Raiden, full cyborg, in his sombrero and a poncho, with a giant fucking robot dog. And these two Mexican guys walk up to, are walking down the street, and they see Raiden, and as he's going into these sewers, and they're just like, what the fuck? It's a robot in Spanish. And then he takes off the poncho and the sombrero and goes, adios, amigos, and just leaves them above the sewer and goes into the sewer. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Oscar worthy.
Absolutely.
Oh, I've got
best
a costume.
animated short. Just to submit that
off.
cutscene. The best animated short. That's all. I mean, come on.
Yeah, dude, I saw that and I was just like, get the fuck out of here.
It's literally the best.
I do. So I want to say this. I discovered playing this game a second time. All of the cutscenes have this weird, uncanny feel to them where it feels like somebody took a bunch of assets from this game, akin to how you see the video game characters in those porn banner ads. It feels like somebody just took all the assets and just Steam filmmaker source mode, just fucking bumped some action figures together.
Everybody's fucking mouths are too big.
Yeah, everything feels like it's Xavier Renegade Angel from Adult Swim. It's very fucking weird. In an endearing way. I love it.
Oh yeah, for sure. When those guys see him going to the sewer and they're just bewildered, their mouths drop open and they fucking drop 40 feet. Their mouths open, they dislocate their jaws and it's oh.
It's So, long story short, we went from a train level to a sewer level in fucking 2 hours flat. Video games, ladies and gentlemen. At least they're getting them out of the way, I would say, which is great. But we fight some gorilla-looking UGs down here. They just some real thick boys with some big old arms and legs. These motherfuckers hit like a dump truck too. They punch
got dumps
hard.
like a truck.
Yeah, dude. Likewise, I found my first kind of pugilist dwarves down here. The two dudes stacked on top of each other. I really wish that we would have. I wish it could have been a real Metal Gear Solid 4 moment where we have the three dwarf geckos hiding under a fucking trench coat. But yeah, we drop in down a grate, and guys, we meet George. What are your thoughts on George, and what are your thoughts on the fact that George's first lines in this game are a fucking Vanilla Ice Ninja Rap reference?
No ninja,
Who wrote this game?
A genius.
Oh man, I'm gonna let you guys start because I got some shit to say about George.
James, what do you think about George?
Where do you even start with George? I mean, what a fucking character.
I think I love how he talks and simultaneously feel very uncomfortable with how he talks.
Yeah.
He kind of sounds like somebody doing a very bad Little Jacob impression.
Oh my god, you're totally
4.
right. I feel like all of the voices in this game are just people doing bad GTA 4 character impressions. Now that you point that out. We got Roman, we got little Jacob, Brucey's in there.
Oh my God.
I think the best part about George too is that if you have subtitles on, when he talks, they do subtitles like what he's actually saying.
Isn't that weird?
But then they translate it in parentheses below, so what he's saying and then what it means.
That made it.
That
made it way worse for me. I was
cusses
like,
a lot.
this is not good. This is uncomfortable.
He calls later on in the game. He calls somebody hot for days.
Oh yeah.
And we'll get to who he does. He says that too, but it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about George's little crush. Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Isaac, what do you think of our little boy from Ghana? I can't remember. What do you call people from Ghana?
Ganon, I think.
Ganondorf. This Ganondorf boy George. Wow, Ganondorf boy George. There's a lot of references in there. I like that. Sorry. Go ahead. That's like five references.
I honestly think it's Guyanese, being serious.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
But I'm not like.
I think they say it in the game.
How old is he?
Isaac, I think he's like 12.
Yeah,
he's
a child.
That was my biggest.
He does not.
He doesn't talk like a child. He doesn't sound like a child. He doesn't talk. Yeah, it's.
It's like a 24-year-old man.
Interesting.
Ryan has a little sad moment too with him.
I didn't think George would be like this big recurring character.
Right?
I thought it was just some kid that he saves, like all the other.
Oh no, George is along for the ride, you guys.
He's the chosen one.
Key character.
Yeah.
So
he has Ryden asks him what his name is, and he says George, and Ryden has a little sad moment because he was thinking about Solidus.
Oh, thinking about old George Sears.
Whose name is George Sears, yeah.
Forgot about that. So, James, and I don't know how much you know about Metal Gear Solid 2 going into this, but Raiden was raised as a Ugandan child soldier, I think. And so Raiden has this weird backstory where he's like bred as this weird murderer boy, which the game goes into tons of detail about. But
it's like, that's the best Christmas song. It's like, you forget Little Drummer Boy, Little Murderer Boy is my favorite.
Little Murder Boy.
No, as the game went on, I was like, oh, can we just get like a side story of just this little boy just murdering? Give me that game.
Can we get that? The game? We kind of do.
He told me go fuck them all up.
Oh, God. Also, the game gets extremely fucking dark right here because not only like Raiden's weird fucking mental state trip, but like the game explicitly states that the villains of the game are experimenting on children's brains.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets really uncomfortable after this. But Sam, what you got for George?
I said I was going to let you guys go first, and then I said all my stuff anyway because I'm a terrible person. But
cool.
I think my favorite part about this cutscene though is that like when George tells him Raiden about all the brains, he grabs George. He like jolts and grabs George by the shoulders, like, which way? Which way do I go? And it's just like, why have you grabbed this child by the shoulders? You are a very large.
Why are you touching this boy?
Angry ninja cyborg. Don't touch him like that.
Please don't touch my son.
Never talk to me or my son ever again.
And the cardboard box shows up here, which is pretty cool. Classic Metal Gear. And I don't even think, other than pickups, that there's a fucking cardboard box in Survive. That's how much they fucked that game up. Mm-hmm. Anyway, there's a fella. We find our first man hiding in a cardboard box in this part of the game as well, with all the flamethrower boys. How long did it take everybody to find the lab entrance?
Not long. I think I killed everybody, and then after I killed all the enemies, they were just like, "Hey, there's a wall," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotcha. I threw up the AR mode, but as soon as I did, I was like, "Oh fuck! They didn't tell you to do this. I wonder if anybody got caught up. Did anybody get caught up?"
I got a little caught up. It took me a little bit longer than I would like to admit.
As soon as we enter this lab, we go into some straight, just like fucking straight to doo-doo humor.
Doomp.
Doctor is like, "Don't you need the doomp?" And you're like,
what? He actually legitimately says, "Take a doomp."
Yeah. So it's an acronym. I can't remember what it stands for. It's some sort of like digital network manipulation device. But yeah, then we enter the secret dark lab hidden in the sewers in Mexico, where they're experimenting on
weird
babies.
Eyeball room.
Yeah, and
straight out of fucking Mars Attacks.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Essentially, we have to sneak into this base and find a gecko to access the network, and along the way, Raiden kind of stumbles into the wrong room and finds a bunch of brains plugged into things. And these brains are allegedly children's brains.
That was creepy, I just gotta say.
Yeah.
The eyeballs.
Really, really weird moment.
Yeah. Sundowner shows up a little bit later after we have a brief moment where he plays a dwarf gecko for like all of 10 seconds.
was pretty cool. I wish there was more of like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It happens for an inconsequential amount of time.
Yeah.
And then Sundowner talks to Raiden. We get a little mention of our favorite Dr. Octopus knockoff, Solidus Snake, talking about George Sears. Oh, yeah, and we get to see some foreshadowing of a specific American governmental figure here.
Senator Armstrong.
This Colorado Senator Stephen Armstrong.
So good.
Who is apparently bankrolling this child experimentation ring.
Yeah, dude's rich.
Yeah, and allegedly he's up for the 2020 election.
Good shit.
Who is this man? Yeah. We fight this giant gun turret wall as we try to pursue the child brains and the Prime Minister's killer. The Grad. It's whatever. It's all right. It's a boss fight.
Which, like, they introduced the Grad as, like, a normal enemy type later on in the game, and it never does this wall thing ever again, just in this boss fight.
Yeah, it's very weird, because you fight a bunch of these later, but that's pretty much it. And then this chapter has no boss fight. Essentially, you walk into this room, there's a bunch of kids being chloroformed in a chamber.
This technically the Grad was the boss fight. It had a boss bar.
Yeah, that's true. This creepy, like, Walt Disney-looking motherfucker scientist comes in. And he's got George at gunpoint, and he says, essentially, you either have to free all those kids and kill George, or save George and kill all the kids.
Classic.
And Raiden seems to have a real hard time making this decision for some reason.
Yeah, that's weird fucking trolley problem bullshit.
Yeah, but the guy just gets cut in half by Raiden anyway.
Yeah. So they talk about this in the thing. He actually cuts George too. Like he slices through George. That's why George has a cyborg body now. He slices through George to save him, essentially, to kill the scientist. I don't think he knew. Like George is like, I'm ready. He like pushes the gun away. He's like, save them. I'm ready to go. And then Raiden is just like,
yeah, okay. George is like, I got this, dog.
Yeah, and he kills the doctor, but he slices through George, and they have to give him a cyborg body. And this is just like this whole like moral quandary for Raiden for like 5 minutes.
James, if I said I was going to save you, but it involved me putting a sword through your body, would you still be open for that?
I don't think I'd be into that form of saving, but I mean, then again, though, cyborg body, pretty cool. Like, kind of an upgrade.
And like, Doctor makes a point, just like, oh, we saved him, we give him a cyborg body, he will even be able to have children.
Yeah.
He brought back his lower half, he'll be able to conceive someday. Right. Just like, dude, he's 12.
Yeah, why? Doctor, why are you diddling this kid's genitals? What's going on?
Fucking chill, dude.
Doctor is like, oh, his genitals are part of my other collection, and you just see a bookshelf of
dicks.
Little Ghana children genitals.
Oh.
No.
Anyway,
chapter 3.
Mile High. This one's
Hold
crazy.
on a second. Sorry. So after this chapter, you can customize Raiden. You can unlock.
Oh yeah, you get the costume.
You can unlock the sombrero costume.
You can unlock the mariachi costume.
Does that do anything?
I didn't. No,
it's just cosmetic.
Okay.
It doesn't add any things, but I definitely wore it for the rest of the game.
But it's so expensive. I'm like, do I want to pay that much for this?
Worth.
For beating the game, I had like a cool Desperado Raiden outfit that I wore the whole time. So it was like Raiden in black and red colors.
You actually unlock that after you, I think, beat chapter 4.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
because I had that too.
Hell yeah. We go to Denver in a car ride, and it's very cheesy. It was funny. Kristen walked in while I was playing this, and she like saw this moment. And she goes, "Why is that?" She just paused. She goes, "Why is that man driving a car with that outfit on? Like, how is he doing that?" And then she watched a little bit longer, and she was like, "This conversation's dumb." And then the cops just pull up, and before they say pull over, like literally, the cops pull up, they shoot right in the head, and then they say pull over. It's amazing. Classic. Dude, I thought it was St. Louis. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, I see this every day.
Fucking, where am I at? Fucking East St. Louis.
Yeah, what is it?
Scary as fuck.
Yeah, dude. I'm in fucking South Central LA. Like, what's going on?
Fucking riding through Compton. Shit.
Yeah.
This is where
Yeah, Denver, Colorado. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Anyway.
Denver, fucking Colorado.
So we're in Denver, which I don't know why. I just clicked in my brain. We just shot a music video where James played the host of a public access TV show, and he has a framed picture of Denver, Colorado, as part of his set.
It was all in support of this podcast. Surprise!
Yeah,
dude.
That's great. But yeah, in this moment, Raiden has this like fucking Die Hard moment where he's like, "I'm resigning from Maverick, and I'm gonna take on this other PMC myself." And they're like, "Hey, that PMC kind of runs all the fucking police work for the whole city of Denver. Are you sure?" And he's like, "Fuck them all. I gotta save these baby boys."
I'm just like, it's fine because Rose and my child are in New Zealand. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's like, it's fine. I'm gonna mention my wife and my child for the second of 3 times right now, and then just move forward. But yeah, Boris calls and he's just a good dude. He's like, "Hey, so officially you're fired, but unofficially you should call me. I will help you."
Yeah. And they all, it's like, Kevin's not on board with this mission, but like, if you call him on codec, they'll be like, all right, fine.
Yeah. I enjoyed this. So the game kind of takes a shift and becomes like you're battling in city streets and office buildings and like outdoor malls. And I think it's really fun.
It is really cool. There's a section in one of the office buildings where a couple gecko jump through the window, and they have a couple dwarf gecko with them, and the dwarf geckos are just holding machine guns, and that's the fucking damnedest of hilarious thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. So guys, this is the part where I died a million times. You get to the top of a building here, and there's a crane that you have to run across.
Oh no!
Do you guys remember that part?
That was one of my deaths. Yes,
I was trying to ninja run across this thing over and over and over, and I was blown away that they let you just tumble off.
Mm-hmm.
Like they couldn't have put fucking invisible walls on either side of this crane. Like, what's going on?
No way,
like,
man.
Well, and the shitty part is if you just ninja run, because the game trains you to just ninja run and you auto jump. So I was like, cool, I'm just going to ninja run and auto jump off the top of this crane. You fall short every fucking time. So I had to like ninja run up to the end of it and then like stop and then jump fully in order to like clear it. It's very obnoxious.
You had to do that 11 times?
Yeah, 9 times I think, 9 or 10 times.
Oh, man.
But and then these Hammer Brothers show up from Super Mario. I fucked them up real fast. And yeah, I think Wolf kind of acts like Grimoire Nier from Nier and Nier Automata a little bit here, where he's just like your little talky, sarcastic sidekick. I wish they would have used that more. Just like had him making remarks while you're fighting and stuff. It would have been funny.
Yeah, it would have been. I like Wolf a lot.
Yeah. And then
He's my good boy.
This dark underground section happens. I'm pretty sure that they made an allusion to the underground bunker conspiracy of what's going on under the Denver airport here. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Huh.
It was a little bizarre.
Yeah.
The Denver airport's the ugliest fucking building I've ever seen in my life, by the way.
Yeah.
Just unrelated, but it just looks shit. It looks like a bunch of wigwams all over fucking
Wigwams.
Isn't the Denver airport also the one with like the giant Satan statue in front of it too?
Yeah, I think so. It's a lot of like weird murals at the Denver airport. Denver airport's fucking garbage. If you're from Denver, I just want to let you know your airport's fucking garbage. Love you, don't love your airport.
Love Metal Gear Mondays. And yeah, so there's this shitty like you're just sort of in a pitch black subway tunnel for the rest of this chapter, effectively. You come up out of it. Into this little shopping mall area, and then we show up to this like really weird Hotline Miami Spec Ops The Line situation, where Jetstream Sam takes up all of the billboards and all of the buildings around you, tells you that everybody you've been killing up until this point has had families and shit, and that you should be listening to their cries. And I don't know how that triggers Raiden to be able to mind read people, but for like the rest of this section, we hear people's inner monologues.
Yeah, I took down into my notes here. I was just like, do your fucking Battlefield nanomachines make you suddenly psychic? Just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. What'd you guys think, Isaac and James?
At this point, I was just like I was like so into it that I was like, I'm not even going to question this. We just got to keep going. I can read minds now. Denver airport.
So you just murdered these innocent men?
Absolutely, I did.
Yeah, of course.
I absolutely
That's what you do.
It's really weird because like you're able to fight these guys while they're like very sad, saying I never asked for this and I gotta bring. I've almost got enough money to bring Mama from the homeland.
Yeah, I couldn't. So here's the deal. There's only two dudes. There's only two dudes that you're encountering, and yet you're hearing like 75 alternate sad stories. I was like, are these
the
men?
same
like
story?
Yeah.
Like you became Professor X and plugged into
kill
Cerebro.
them no problem.
Yeah.
What were you saying, James?
It's just like you became Professor X and just plugged right into Cerebro at that one moment.
Yeah, completely. It's very weird. And so, yeah, I don't know if the implication is like you're hearing all of the people you've killed in this moment or just these two dudes. But these two dudes have a rough life. This is just them.
This is like the sum total of like 50,000 years of sorrow just kind of built up.
We also discovered that Wolf used to be Sam's dog, which is kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
And
which is like,
Wolf just
which is
does
really
some cool shit
it's
about
really
Sam.
funny because of the Jetstream Sam DLC. It's just like, well, that's strange, but whatever.
Yeah. And then we have this shitty mandatory stealth section before a boss fight where because Raiden heard all these sad things, he can't walk.
or swing a sword or like
yeah, it was very
anything.
weird. You want to know what's funny? And I don't know if it's because I was just like maxed out or whatever. I still walked into a bunch of dudes and just fucking took them out with my shitty limp sword. Like I literally just like nudged up to some guy and he was like, "What the fuck?" And I just like, blah! And I was still just like, it was very funny. But yeah, I mean, I killed 2 or 3 guys and then pretty much just beelined it to the front of the building. Did anybody have any issues with this?
No.
No. I was able to get by pretty quick.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Precursor, I was on easy mode, so it might have been.
No, it's not hard on normal either.
Okay, cool.
So we hang out outside of this Marshall building. It's raining. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And then we have this situation where we fight Monsoon.
He talks about memes for a little bit.
Yeah, and then Raiden's just like, I got a meme for you, bitch. Like, it's
Why don't you
real
take
weird.
your meme and spin it sideways and shove it up your ass?
I don't know.
Nerd.
I just don't understand because, like, at this point, Raiden should remember that, like, roughly a decade ago, he got lectured to about memes by Solid Snake in New York.
Yeah.
So it's like, why doesn't he just chime in with, "Yeah, I already know, dude." Like,
you're not my real dad.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
that happens.
Talks about memes for a little bit. Monsoon's dope. He's like a magnet boy.
He's a weird. He looks like a weird, like Ninja Gaiden thug who can split his body into Rayman parts.
Yeah, which I was concerned because like he's already sliced into pieces. How am I going to slice him into pieces? You can do it though.
Yeah. Also, it sucks because his whole gimmick of nah can't hit me drives me nuts.
Yep.
So the first time I played, this boss made me stop playing for a little bit because I was very frustrated.
So yeah, I did the exact same thing because it was just like he does this fucking smoke, and I just wanted to fucking throw my controller.
Because you're parrying for like
I hate
fucking
that.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like nothing but parries.
I discovered on this playthrough, if you throw an EMP, and I only did this because I had unlimited EMPs because of the stupid wig. If you throw an EMP at him whenever he's dodging all your shit, you can stun him and then like wail on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Yeah, and when he throws, so he'll like telekinesis throw vehicles at you. You can slice them and they'll drop EMP ammo, and that's the only reason why I was like, oh, it keeps giving me this. I should probably use
It's pretty
it.
slick.
Mhm.
Yeah, I legitimately struggle with this one. This was like, I'm in the middle of this and I'm like, oh, my bad at games. Is this how I know? I'm just bad at games now.
That's how I felt on all the other Metal Gear Solid games, so don't feel too bad.
It's like this. Welcome to my normal.
Hey, holy crap, Alessio!
What?
I'm okay. That's exactly what Jack says or Raiden says.
Oh no!
He literally
This is
says,
my
"I was
normal."
reading. I'm watching the playthrough as we do."
Wait, so I said it when he said it in your video?
I'm looking at the
Oh,
subtitle.
my
It says,
God.
"This is my normal." That's crazy.
weird.
That's insane.
Yeah, and before this fight too, Raiden is just like maybe I am a killer, and he like has Doctor turn off his fucking pain inhibitors, and like this was like
let's camp out here for a second about that, because what the fuck?
No, I found this legitimately frightening.
Yeah,
like it was very like out of nowhere and kind of scary, and then they like he gets stabbed in the stomach, and he's like, Doctor, turn off my pain inhibitors. And Doctor's like, okay. And he goes to pull the sword out of his stomach. And then like this weird, like black and white, like sketch filter pops up. And I jumped when it happened. I was like, fucking what? Like this was legit.
Yeah, the music gets real weird. Jack, like, so Raiden, again, keep in mind, Raiden is like a wig wearing, soft boy, girlfriend calling, sweet baby, like newborn skin. And now.
Fresh, newborn, soft baby boy.
Yeah. And now, not only is it like, oh, he's a crazy ninja from Metal Gear Solid 4, now it's just like, no, Jack's a fucking psychopath, and he just wants to get hurt more, baby.
Yeah. Hurt me more, Snake.
It gets weird, you guys. Also, I want to, right here, I think is the best time to mention this. We didn't talk about it. There were a couple times when I'd be taking notes and letting cutscenes play out. The fucking controller vibration in this game is insane.
Off the chain. Yeah.
Like, the controller never stops vibrating.
You put it up against your crotch for a good time.
Yeah, dude, it's one. And so, like, it kept, like, the plastic on the PS3 controller kept hitting my wedding ring and just vibrating really loud. It was ridiculous. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to pull away, but yeah, even Monsoon and Jetstream Sam were like, "Whoa, dude! Like, tone it down, dog."
Fuck, what?
Damn, bro, chill.
Yeah, I forgot about this shit, you guys. It also activates his weird like devil trigger mode where you can click in both of the thumbsticks to just like go ham.
Jack the Ripper, man.
It's in this battle, it's unlimited, but then afterwards it introduces when your meter is full, you can do it. I used it once in the tutorial for it, and I never used it again. Like, I just never found a case to use it.
Yeah. Towards the end, when I was impatient, I would just click them in just to like tear through the enemies. That was about it. But yeah, so this fight's pretty much just kind of a frustrating parry, EMP grenade, rinse and repeat. You get his little TMNT knives when you beat him. And then Kev chimes in to just like check on his boy's mental state. Like Kev's like, "You sure you're okay, Raiden?" And he's just like, "Shut the fuck up, Kevin. I've got things to do."
Well, here's the thing. Like, immediately after this battle, he's just normal again. It's like, you can't just do that and then like fucking stop. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, he was like, "Maybe I do like to chop up little boys and eat them for breakfast." And then he's like, "No, I'm fine. Everything's fine."
Gross.
It's very strange. Gross. And then we're on Chapter 4, Hostile Takeover. And this is really fun. You're in the Marshall HQ building chasing after Sundowner, and it starts out with a really dope lobby sequence where you kind of have to defend the lobby while the elevators are getting hacked open by Doctor. And then it kind of turns into a little bit of like an electrical power supply hunt where you're finding these three things. But it ends with like you running up the side of a building with some crazy fucking insanity going on.
Was my favorite fucking, like, aside from like the final chapter, this was my favorite moment in the game because it's just like fucking run, just free run, just fucking don't fight anybody, just go. And it's just like, this is really cool.
Yeah, the building is falling apart. Essentially, as soon as you get there, Doctor is like, you have to go up to the 20th floor. And at first, I'm sure, like everybody else, it's like, oh shit, I got to fight through like 20 levels of baddies. This sucks. But then it very quickly turns into like the building is falling apart all around you. Just hold R1 and run for your life.
Mm-hmm. And then you fight a grad, and then you jump out of the building and leap on a bunch of those like jetpack things, and then you run up the building, and it's just fucking amazing.
It's pretty great. Isaac, James, did you guys dig this chapter as well?
Oh yeah, it was more balls to the wall. It's crazy. The game just gets crazier and crazier as you go. And I was like,
yeah,
is this what I've been missing out on all these years? Like, for this to be like my real introduction to like this whole series to an extent, like this is a little insane.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I feel bad because like this is the most jacked up this series is ever gonna be.
Yeah,
it's just like
drink a
tea time the rest of the time.
No, not really. I mean, it's still pretty fun and chill, but it's like,
yeah, this feels like
It's all like
It's not
I don't
hack
know,
and
just
slash.
like based on what I've seen from other Metal Gears, this really does feel like they took Metal Gear and like put it in a Sega Team-esque romp.
yeah, pretty much.
It's just like they're like the core of every Metal Gear game is just like this is all pretty buck wild, but this is like the buck wildiest buck wild that Metal Gear games.
This is the fucking bull rider doing trick shots, like, of the Metal Gear universe. Yeah, it's very weird. So, speaking of just, like, checking off the list of dope shit, we enter this exotic Japanese garden and fight baddies, which is so good.
Really, really pretty.
Love that.
And then we've got this crazy freight elevator thing that feels like some shit straight out of an arcade game, where it's like you're on a freight elevator, then it starts to explode, then you have to jump onto another one all while fighting people.
Okay, so this fucking section. So when I played the game the first time, I had 3 moments that almost made, 2 moments that almost made me quit the game, and 1 moment that made me quit the game. The first one was the battle with Monsoon. I put it down for like a week, and it came back, and I finally beat him. The second was this fucking elevator fight, because it's like this very small area where you're fighting pretty much every enemy type you face in the game. And it's just really, it was really annoying to me. And it wasn't as bad this time because like maybe I'm better at video games now. But the first time it made me want to quit, especially like they have those jetpack falcon things, and then you fight them at the same time you fight those mastiffs, those gorilla things. And it's just like the fucking worst. It's like my nightmare. Like I did something wrong in a past life.
Yeah, this part is sort of like a gauntlet. Like you
Yeah.
go through like essentially your baddie gauntlet of sort of like foot soldier shit, but then, and this part of the game I don't really have any affection for whatsoever, and I don't understand why it's here. You fight Mistral and Monsoon as like AI versions of themselves,
And this is where I quit the game.
yeah, I
Because-
don't like it's like
Yeah, it's
reminiscing
really dumb.
about a thing that happened 5 fucking seconds ago. Like I just don't
Yeah.
understand why it's here.
Yeah, like Mistral wasn't that bad for me, but like for some reason, the Monsoon one is harder than the one outside of the headquarters. And I just never, up until now, a couple days ago, could never beat it. And so I didn't, and I put that game down for several years up until we had to play it for this game, and I conquered my roadblock. But
Congratulations, Sam.
thanks. Did you guys have like as much difficulty with that as I did? That because like it's not great.
Yeah, it was easier for me this time because it was New Game Plus, so I felt like I just kind of like powered through it. Like I had some of those health items, and so I literally was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna soak the damage and just like wail on this guy until he dies."
Yeah.
And so I just kind of ate the 5 health containers you can have. Isaac, James, did you guys have a hard time with this guy the second time?
Yeah, it was definitely a bit of a trudge. This was like another pretty frustrating point for me as well. But like I think it took me like 3 or 4 tries, and then like I was able to get through it pretty easily.
Yeah, this is kind of, in my opinion, like the low point of the entire game. Is like this, just this room right before.
Yeah, well, because it just like starting with like the difficulty spike with Monsoon outside, and then this room, like it dips for a little bit, and then it goes up, and then it just stays up for the rest of the game. I feel like it was just like this weird like divot. Did you have trouble with it, Isaac? Preface easy mode, but like, did you have trouble?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have trouble. I like the trouble that you guys are having, but I definitely hated
Wow.
I'm just saying. I'm really good at video games, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, I accidentally MLG no-scoped that guy, and just it was easy.
No, but for real, I really hated the AI versions. And I'm like, I don't, like you said, I don't understand why that's in there at all.
It felt pointless. Like Mistral, maybe because it happened a couple chapters ago, but Monsoon, you fought him literally 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Why is this happening again?
Well, and the Mistral thing even, like, and it may have been because, again, I was trying to, like, slam through most of this game in, like, a day and a half.
Yeah.
The Mistral thing is legitimately maybe 2.5 hours before this.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, I don't...
Maybe.
Like, maybe
If
save
that.
this for the end of the fucking game and give me, like, a Mega Man-style boss rush mode. Like, I don't need this arguably one regular game chapter's length after the boss fight. Very weird. But anyway, straight through these doors, we get to deal with our favorite cartoon Southern man, Sundowner. And he's in this.
He
like,
says some
VR...
buck wild shit.
Oh yeah, let's camp out here for a second because
he wants to respark. He wants to like send the world into chaos and respark the fucking war economy, just like quote the good old days after 9/11, which is a psychopathic thing to say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The first time I played this game, and even this time because I'd forgotten about it, when that moment happened, I was like, "Word for Platinum Games," because like truth be told, like I feel like people are still kind of afraid to say anything about 9/11, like good or bad.
Right.
And so, like, to see a foreign development team just be like, fuck it, dog, 9/11, what up? I was just kind of like, you know what? Like, yeah, like, let's do it. Let's talk about it. And not that the game says anything fucking legitimate about it.
It's just
but
like
it's
this
surprising.
This like crazy Texas guy from Texas talking about how America, like, how the world would be better if it was like the days after 9/11. It's just like, all right, dude, whatever, live your life.
I'm legitimately surprised, and we'll get to it, but like the last chapter's discussion about America is legitimately a pretty pointed thing, and I think they do an okay job, but it feels like the wrong game to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, it felt like something that needed to come in like a regular Metal Gear, maybe. But
yeah, it feels like you're out with the guys, like, it's like you're out playing laser tag with your friends, and then in the middle of it, somebody pulls you aside and says, like, "Hey, man, but for real, can we talk about immigration law real quick?" And you're just like, what?
It's like, not the time, dude. Like, not the time or place.
Can we do this when we're not like eating pizza and playing laser tag? Like,
it's like we're playing fucking Chuck E. Cheese playing skee ball. It's just like, I want to talk to you about police brutality. Can we? No, not right now. Go away.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? It's almost like, never mind. I was gonna say it's almost like Sundowner is a real libertarian, but debate me, bro.
No.
Anyway, and then we get this like slick little boss fight on the raining helipad.
Yeah, which is, I think, a dope boss fight.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I fucked up, so I tried. Okay, so, and we didn't mention this earlier. There are two different ways to handle the slicing mode. For a majority of the game, I just used the face buttons to do the slicing. I feel like this boss fight is testing whether or not you can do it with the right thumbstick. What way did you guys use because the right thumbstick is technically more accurate, so that you can hit all the points at once. But I feel like the first time I played this game, I was very accurate with it. This time, I just could not fucking get the thumbstick mode to do anything properly.
Yeah, I used the thumbstick mode the entire time. I actually think I forgot that you could use the face buttons in that mode.
Yeah, square does horizontal slices and triangle does vertical slices. And so you can literally just do it that way. And I felt easier about that because my hand was already there.
Yeah, I like doing that when like you're slicing up the bosses, like, because it's just like quick. But yeah, for the most part, I use the thumbstick mode.
Nice. Does it do you have to flick it, or do you hold it in the direction that you want to slice in? Like, how does it work? Because I feel like I just could not get my brain to fucking
I figured it out like towards the end. So you have to kind of like hold it in the direction, and you can kind of move it around, and you can kind of see the angle that it's going to slice at. And then you let it go, and it slices.
Oh, so it's when you let it go is when it's like...
Yeah.
Let it go.
But yeah, so the reason why we're talking about all this is essentially it's a normal boss fight. We definitely didn't talk about the weird like scissor swords that Sundowner has.
Yeah, which are fucking badass.
Yeah, so he's got this huge suit. He's got these weird two cleavers that turn into scissors and cut people's heads off, which is nuts.
Scissors, are they scissors 61? Because I need them.
Go ahead, James. Sorry.
I was just saying it's super cool to look at.
Yeah, it's nuts. Sure. And then he's got these like shield panels on his back where when he like pulls his shield out, you essentially have to slice an exact pattern to get the shield to retract. Or if you fuck up, they blow up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I think is a really cool mechanic. It blew me up. They blew me up more than I care to admit they did. But the mechanic itself is very clever.
Yeah, you can also just sidestep and get behind him and wail on his back. But if you do it for too long, the shield barriers will like clap back at you. Yeah, I get to use that. That's good. A little clap back.
But
And
once you kill all of his shields, like, he gets really angry, and you like a bunch of helicopters show up, and you can kill them, and then he picks up a fucking pillar and just starts swinging it at you.
Yeah, that's pretty sick too. He also ends up in a helicopter. Like, you think he's dead, and then a helicopter flies up, and he's attached to the helicopter, and he tells you to, like, get fucked. And he, like, blows you up, and you end up riding a jetpack enemy back to the top of the building in this really sick animation.
Oh, man, it's so good.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah. But he tells you about, like, this crazy shit that they're gonna do, to like restart the war economy, and how like he's too late to do it and he'll never be fast enough to get there in time.
Yeah, he's very vague about it. He won't tell Raiden. Like, Raiden keeps saying, like, what the fuck happens in 3 hours? And Sundowner's like, you'll find out. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. And so Sundowner dies, you slice him up, and like he you deduce that the crazy thing is gonna happen in Pakistan, right?
Yeah, essentially,
that's
so
where
the president,
the president's going.
Yeah, the president of the United States is going to Pakistan to sign some sort of treaty or something. And Raiden's like, I'll just run there. And they're like, what? And he's like, I can run at Mach 2 speeds. And they're like, you'll never get to Pakistan in 3 hours from Denver. But then they're like, but if you take this crazy spaceship, it can go Mach 23 and you'll get there in 30 minutes. But you got to get there.
Yeah. So we can kind of kind of skip over chapter 5 a little bit, because it's really just backtracking through Denver and killing a bunch of guys.
Yeah, you go back through the level that you went through.
And you steal a bike, and he carves a message. He said, sorry, I need to borrow this, and leaves a fucking phone number in his hand. Which is great.
And we discover whose bike it is.
Yeah, in the DLC, it's a Jetstream Sam's bike.
Shit.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
And then we get into chapter 6, which is Badlands Showdown, which essentially is just a boss fight. So the lead up to this boss fight is Raiden is getting to Solace, which is this hangar where this crazy experimental weapon is or whatever. Blade Wolf and Raiden they get there, but then Blade Wolf says like, oh, like essentially Blade Wolf is hanging out with Sam in the middle of the street, and Raiden's like, what the fuck's going on? Blade Wolf can't suss out his motivations for whatever reason. And then Raiden and Sam just start arguing over like their weird ideological issue, which is like Sam essentially is like taking the stance that like ideals prosper after war, has like cleansed all the ideas, I guess, like filtered. And Raiden just keeps saying that Sam's like a money grubbing piece of shit, essentially, and that Sam has no real idea of what justice is. And I think the game kind of fails on this. I feel like the game tries to make Sam out to be some sort of like, oh, he was secretly the good guy the whole time. But I just never really felt that way. I don't think.
Even like in the DLC, they really kind of don't make you feel that way either. Like they try, I think, but it's just like he doesn't come across as like a good guy. He just kind of just like a mercenary kind of.
Mm-hmm. So
and they also like they try to build like this weird backstory that he was like he like killed an entire drug cartel in Brazil, or almost like took him down, and that he did it for revenge. But then they never go into it in the DLC. So it's just like they had this character that they wanted to build, and then they do a really bad job of doing it.
Yeah, he's a cool character, but I just don't think his part in the written story really pans out.
Yeah, for sure.
But essentially, Raiden and Sam decide to like let history decide who's right. And we parodied this in our sketch at the top of the episode, but the two of them battle it out or whatever. And so, in my opinion, I think this is the best boss fight in the game. And I feel like this game could have had a multiplayer mode if you could have played this fight as like two players, like Zone of the Enders style. It would have been fun.
It's I think that. So I agree with you. I think it is the best boss fight in the game. I also think it's kind of the most straightforward one, and I think it also is kind of the easiest one, if that makes sense. But
yeah, the first time I played this, I got my ass whipped by the timings towards the end, because he just starts to get really aggressive with you, especially with his little like sick ass. Like we didn't mention it, but Jetstream Sam has an M16 as a sheath
that like shoots his sword into his hand.
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
But yeah, did you guys, Isaac, James, did you guys have any difficulty with this fight?
No, this one, like, after the other frustrating one with, like, Monsoon and, like, that frustrating hallway and whatnot, like, this felt like a return to how it should be. Mm-hmm. So I didn't struggle with it too much. Probably died twice.
Nice. Yeah, I had, like, 2 health items left from the previous encounter, and used those and literally beat him on this playthrough with, like, 10 health left.
Wow.
Oh.
So it got real close for me.
Dang, dude.
How did you do it? How did you do, Isaac? What was...
I actually had a little bit of trouble with this one. And this is when I figured out that I should just spam the parry button. Cuz I was trying to time it right with his, like, he would charge at you and body slam you. And at first I was getting hit every single time. I was like, I'm timing this pretty good, I thought. But then I realized that if I just like smash square, I would parry him. But that was after like using like 2 of the health things. I was like, crap, this is terrible. But
am I like a fucking Jetstream Sam savant or something? So I had Monsoon Sai as my
that's what that's called.
It's what?
That's what that's called. In my head, I just could not remember the name of that fucking... I was like, the Raphael
the Ray Raphael's little blade, little triangle, little
stick
three
boys.
prong guys, little stick boys. No, yeah, Sai. I had his Sai as a heavy weapon, and it helps close the gap. Like, you can do it, and it'll grab onto him and, like pull yourself towards him, and it kind of stuns him a little bit. But I actually, on normal, beat him without getting hit.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying here, like, you guys
Sam's
had so much...
really good at this game.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not. I'm just really good at beating Sam, apparently.
Maybe it's because you guys share a name. It's like
Maybe
his
because
killing
it's
word.
like it's just...
You know him.
Just... Well, my name's Brad, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so essentially, I mean, this dope boss fight happens, and I think it's dope just because his verb set is your verb set, so it feels like a very fair fight, unlike the other ones that have happened thus far.
And it's really cool. It's like you have that moment like at the beginning where you got fucked up, and then you finally, it's just like you said, like in Dark Souls where you get fucked up by a big thing at the beginning, and then you come back later when you're powered up and just like take it down.
Yeah, which feels really rewarding. But yeah, essentially, like, I don't know, like, Wolf asks Raiden whether or not Sam's death was even necessary, and Raiden just does not have a good answer. He's like, whatever you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then they tell you that Sam just didn't really actually have a lot of cybernetics, and that surprisingly, he was just kind of a normal dude. So like
he's really good.
Yeah, he's just like boss mode. But his blade remains ID locked, so Raiden can't use it. He like wipes it off and kind of leaves it there as like a memento. And then Boris calls and says they're running out of time, and the chapter ends.
Yeah. So 2 like very short chapters to get you to the final chapter.
Mm-hmm. And here we are, Chapter 7, Assassination Attempt.
Best chapter.
So good.
Oh, right? So this shit just goes off the rails.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. Like, the game itself was already buck wild and, like, really weird and cartoony. It's like they didn't unleash the game wasn't even the final form. Like, the first 6 chapters weren't even the game's final form. Because they cranked the fucking goof up to 11.
Yeah, dude, it's like
this.
the minecart fell off the tracks earlier.
Yeah.
Now the minecart's about to fall down a fucking hole, like a chasm.
You like have to break into this base, this army base or whatever the fuck here in Pakistan. And that's pretty straightforward. It's just like another section where it's like you can either fight the guys or sneak through and like do whatever. It's just any other section of the game. And then you get to your destination and just shit goes off the rails.
Before we get there, though, we do have to introduce our sweet baby Sonny.
Oh, yeah. You take the plane there.
George's crush.
Yeah. Yeah, Sonny is George's crush at the end of the game. But
Sonny's like the only Metal Gear character who is from another game besides Raiden.
Yeah.
Which is
but like before we meet Sonny, you break into the Solus air base, and this fucking weeb ass guard is lusting over these anime babes in this magazine. And it's just like his fucking pizza mouth is just like the most terrifying mouth in the entire game.
He legit looks like a weird like porn CG security model that just got like dumped into this game.
They're like, hey, fuck boy security guard 37. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and buy you from the Unity asset store and drop you in.
Oh my god. It was so
And then
funny.
he's a real dumbass. He asks Wolf, he goes, are you Mr. Raiden? And it's like, dog, it's a fucking dog. Like,
yeah, and then Raiden fucking breaks, like, yanks open the fucking hangar door, and it's like, okay.
He's like, I'm
and
Mr. Raiden.
I'm Mr. Raiden, yeah. And then you find out that Sonny is the person who developed the fucking plane that was going to get you to Pakistan in 30 minutes, which is fucking dope.
Yep. And we get to meet sweet baby Sonny. And then we go to Pakistan, where Sam talked about.
Yeah. Oh, she, another thing too is that she sees Wolf and, like, she puts out her hand for him to shake. Yeah. And he shakes, and then Raiden tries, and he's just like, fuck you, dude. It's just like, no shake for you, Raiden.
Exactly. It's pretty, yeah, it's
that actually, like, is with the, because I don't think we're going to touch on it much, but with the Blade Wolf DLC, there's actually, like, a point at the end where Mistral's a bitch, and forces him, like, with electricity to shake. And it's kind of symbolic that he chooses to shake with Sonny. It's actually like a really sweet moment after you play the DLC when you look back and realize how cool it is.
Wow.
Do we need to have an episode dedicated to Cyberwolf lore?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to hug that little boy.
Good boy lore.
Yeah, right. So yeah, Raiden and the support staff all realize that World Marshal PMC Group is actually listed as like unclassified, like the Desperado unit. So the assumption is that Marshall's going to commit this crazy presidential murder attack and then blame it all on Desperado and PMCs. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't know, this whole situation is kind of akin to the like Dr. Manhattan Watchmen, like, we're going to build a fake alien to blow up in New York so that people stop hating each other and start hating aliens.
The movie's ending was better.
Oh yeah, the movie ending is with Dr. Manhattan instead. But anyway, yeah, so we do this whole thing, we invade this Pakistani security depot, I guess, where this thing's going on. Wolf loses contact with Raiden, and so we're like, oh no, and then Raiden finds Wolf like limp.
Yeah.
And it's a trap. And this huge fucking Metal Gear is it Excelsis?
I think is it Excelsis or Excelsius? I can't remember.
I thought it was Excelsius, but every time I saw it written on the internet, it was missing like the E part, so it's just Excelsis. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it's Excelsis.
But yeah, every Metal Gear game, this is more for James, I think, than anybody who's listening, has its own unique Metal Gear. And this game's unique Metal Gear.
Gotcha.
It's like a little ant. It's like a big old ant boy. It looks like an ant.
Right. Okay.
I thought it was a right.
James is actually taking a police sketch version of it.
I am. I'm drawing
like,
very,
well, it comes out of the like
drawing very quickly.
Like, it climbs out of the hole, like busts out of this like hole in the ground, and I thought it was like a spider, and I was like, oh fuck, because I hate spiders, but it was an ant, and I was like, oh, that's better.
And then you're like, oh wait, it's Metal Gear. Oh shit.
Yeah, either way, I'm fucked. And like Senator Armstrong walks out of the little cockpit and is just like, hey, look at all this shit. And it's just like, does Raiden do like the look at all the news articles after the fight with Metal Gear or before?
I think it's after.
Before.
So you fight,
right?
Is it
because
before?
he thinks he.
I think it's before. Because he's talking to the senator.
Boys,
like
he
thinks he thwarted the plan because he broke Metal Gear, but then Armstrong's like, no, you didn't. And then he reads all the articles. Maybe.
I don't know if it matters which one's which, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Either way,
so
he does that.
Raiden fucks up this Metal Gear. Some pictures leak to the public of like a ninja man fighting a Metal Gear in Pakistan trying to kill the president, and people are freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, it's I want to pinpoint, like, he looks at a bunch of like fucking Facebook comments, and I want to pinpoint one where it says, "Hey, Uncle Sam, Pakistan needs a boot up their butt," and it made me laugh a lot.
Hell yeah, man. That's the most civil Facebook comment I've ever heard. There's no way that's real.
Yeah. And then like him and Armstrong have like, it is before, because
it is before,
before the battle. And then him and Armstrong have like a very dramatic conversation about carrying on the Patriot's legacy without the Patriots being around. And it's like they deliver it really super cheesy, but it feels somehow as important as a conversation like that from any other Metal Gear game, even though it's like really cheesy sounding.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about how the senator is just ripped as
he
fuck?
is so jacked.
It's
Yeah.
He is
like
really
real jacked, baby.
My favorite thing in the whole wide world happens, which is that a Colorado state senator is the final fucking boss of this Metal Gear game.
well, so before that happens, like you Zandatsu the fucking giant ass Metal Gear with its own sword, which is fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That whole fight's fucking insane.
And then Armstrong gets really angry, and honestly, it goes like this is fucking insane, and Metal Gear is an insane series. I think this goes beyond the shit, like beyond the fucking pale for Metal Gear, where Armstrong gets so mad that he glows green and absorbs the fucking technology from Metal Gear, and just he's already jacked, but he gets even more fucking jacked.
Like this is like some shit from like a Gantz issue or something where it's like everything just takes like a hard left turn into like everyone you know is about to die territory.
Yeah, and this is where it just gets like really cartoony because he's like shouting about how he played ball at the University of Texas and like
that was hilarious.
Love it.
Like how he could break the president in two with his bare hands, like that's the metric for being a president. And just like punches
like,
Raiden so
whip
hard.
The president's ass. Like this
and
dude
punches
just,
it's so fucking crazy. Punches Raiden so fucking hard that he flips in a bunch of like circles, and then like there's a slow motion shot of Raiden like screaming as he falls back down to the ground. And it's just like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, dude, this senator becomes the Incredible Hulk. Like,
yeah. And then of course it's fucking nanomachines, because of course it is. And
but they take it in stride. They do it on purpose. They're just like they doubled it down.
It's definitely on purpose because like it can like it creates like this hardened shell on his skin that reflects damage. And Alessio wanted to ask you a question because this kind of reminds me. Does this not feel like the nanomachines doing this to him not feel like a middle step between medical nanomachines and the fucking dread dust from Survive?
Oh my god! Please don't.
Right?
Please don't.
Right?
Yeah, it kind of does. Ugh. I wish that this guy would have been in Metal Gear Survive as like a secret boss.
Mm-hmm.
Just good old Senator Stephen Armstrong. You know, that guy. This feels like when Nier Automata put in the Square Enix CEO as a boss in the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like, what the fuck is this? I wish this guy was a real U.S. senator. How amazing would that have been if they would have gotten like, we got Al Franken in Metal Gear Rising. Like, oh god, or it's Bernie Sanders. He just keeps saying like $32.
Oh man, but like this first phase of the battle is just like it's very hard to like beat him. His health doesn't go down very fast, and I think it's like you're meant to like not win because
he whips your ass. That's why.
Yeah, he fucking kicks the shit out of you and breaks your sword, and then you.
I thought you were about to say breaks your soul because he like kind of
does that too. Kind of whips the sword, it breaks the sword, and then you get down, like I think to a certain point, he does like a unblockable move, and then you go into the final fucking battle.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, which is just like the final battle. Isaac.
Yes, sir.
I want to do a fumbling in the dark with you right now because I want you to fucking describe this Buckwild final battle because,
dude, I really liked this battle.
Dude, it's like top 10 boss fights for me, I think, in video games.
Yeah.
Like this whole fucking thing.
Yeah. Like it starts like Wolf is just like he brings the sword and you find out that like Sam was honorable and that like his sword was ID locked so you couldn't use it, but that it was going to unlock after a certain point, and that he recorded a message.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he recorded a message that was just like, if I win this battle with Raiden, then we just go as we were going to plan. But if he wins, then, you know, he's meant to save the world or some shit. And then Wolf, like, brings the sword to Raiden. And then Armstrong kicks the fuck out of Wolf. And that made me real mad. It made me real mad. And then And then in the place where you're doing this battle, he talks about how like, and honestly, this speech that Raiden gives here, like we've given a lot of shit to this game for like being really corny and weird, but this speech that he says, he's just talking about like, I used to think that my sword was a tool of justice and blah, blah, blah. Maybe it is or not. And then he fucking pulls Sam's sword out of the sheath and he's just like, but this isn't my sword. Mm-hmm. And I knew he was going to say it and it gave me chills anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those fucking just like cheesy, like, you want to know my secret? I'm always mad. And you're just like, fuck yes. Like,
yeah, it was really cool. And then you fucking have this wild goddamn boss fight.
Yeah, it's super good. It's super good. And then you rip out Armstrong's fucking weird ass alien heart. And
yeah, it's weird, like this white, like alien
so
bullshit heart. Like,
looking.
what the fuck?
I do love
and
during that boss fight, like,
and his entrails are like still. Oh, I'm sorry. His
no,
entrails.
Oh, god damn it!
Boys, one at a time.
James, go.
I was just gonna say during that boss fight, I think that like for most of the game I had like started to tune out the score, but during that boss fight I was like, damn, this fucking song's got me jacked up.
It was fucking pumping, wasn't it?
That song
I'm
was
fighting
good.
United States senators and I'm riding high tonight. I wish they would have brought the whole fucking house in. Bring them all in. I need to see all the senators one at a time.
Yeah. I want to fight I want to fight the Senate. I want to fight the House. Fucking government shutdown, baby.
God,
what were we gonna say about his entrails, Isaac?
Well, I was just gonna say he pulls his heart out, but his entrails are just like goes for miles into his body, so his they're still stuck to him, and then
real.
he just. I guess I don't know if that's actually how that works, but
you got a mile of guts in that system.
But after you kill him, he talks about how like he's only allowed the status quo to continue, and that Raiden was a worthy successor. And then
in that classic Assassin's Creed style, let's have a 10-minute monologue as my entrails are hanging out of my body.
after you crush his fucking heart. But he says, like, as he dies, he said that Raiden and him are kindred spirits deep inside, and then he fucking dies. And then it transitions to, like, the post, like, scene where you find out that Maverick has created a cyborg staffing firm. So all the brains that they're going to put into these cyborg bodies, which was like a weird, like, moral conversation they had earlier in the game.
I like that moral conversation. It's like a quandary and a conversation.
And a conversation at the same time. It's like the best of both worlds. But he says like these cyborg kids will have a good education and they'll be able to work and stuff like that. And then they have like the mug that Courtney is trying to drink coffee out of has like the handle is fashioned to look like an exclamation point.
Oh yeah, it's also it looks like a question mark as well if you look at it from the side.
Yeah, from the side it's a question mark, and then if you look at it from the front, it's an exclamation point.
Which is pretty great.
And like they have this like weird thing where like Kevin like saves the coffee from falling, and then he steals the coffee, and then Boris drops the coffee, and then Doctor is like, haha, I can do nice things with my research. So yeah, that was weird. And then
Sonny and George Mac.
Yeah, like George is like talking about how he's helping Sonny like put some boxes there and asks her where she wants the stuff, and she's just like, I'll get to you in a minute. He says, Sonny, you're weird. Also, you're hot as fuck. And that surprises the fuck out of Sonny. And then after that happens, she knocks over some books, and then Blade Wolf is like, what the fuck's going on? Alert. Wait, sorry, not alert. It's fine. And you find out that Blade Wolf is living with Sonny now. Raiden gave Blade Wolf to her. And she says that Wolf told her about Raiden's backstory, and that even though some people will remember him as Jack the Ripper, that the Raiden she knows is always a hero. And then you cut to the credits. And then the credits happen. And
the credits are definitely a huge fucking allusion to like, we want a sequel.
Yeah, the credits made me crave a fucking sequel because it cuts to black. So after the credits, it's just kind of like how most Metal Gears have this like conversation at the very end. Yeah, over the logo. Well, the logo doesn't pop up yet. It's just a black screen. And Raiden and Boris are having a conversation about how someone's going to buy World Marshal since the war economy is back in full force. And then as they're talking, it fades into a scene where Raiden's walking down an alleyway with his suit. And then these 4 cyborg soldiers kind of surround him. And then while this is happening, Boris asks if Ryan's mind is made up and what he's going to do. And as he does this, he like manifests this fucking sword case out of nowhere, and his eye glows red, and he just like does this like really ominous like chuckle, and then the title pops up, and just like fucking that's how you build suspense for a sequel that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, right. Well, and that is Metal Gear Rising.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One little tidbit. I just saw this. So that sword in that massive long briefcase that he had at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That was the sword. So that was the sheath that his sword that you used throughout the whole game was in. If that makes sense.
Wait, say that one more time, Isaac.
So I was watching it in the very first mission, I guess the intro. There's a little image, and I don't know how. There's a little image of like a briefcase, and he says, "The sword is the sheath is a sword, or the sword is a sheath of another sword, or something weird like that."
Yeah, where he's talking about how like one sword keeps the other in its sheath, or whatever.
Yeah. But I looked back at it, and the sword that you used throughout the game was in that briefcase, which is the sword that he used at the very end.
Oh, nice.
If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
no, yeah, I get it.
So
fuck yeah,
okay.
Yeah, no, that's Metal Gear. That's dope. Now that we're finished with this game, I do want to get just sort of like a round robin final thoughts before we put Metal Gear Rising back up on the shelf. Sam, takeaways. Yeah. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you give it today if it came out?
This is what this is what a Metal Gear spinoff should be. It leans really heavy into the Metal Gear, unlike Survive, and it's fun to play. I think that I wish that if it like came out as a value title, like maybe like $30, I think it would be good if it came out today. I think it's a little too short to be to feel satisfying as a $60 game. But I think if it came out at like $30, I think it would be like a fucking. I don't want to give it like a qualitative rating because that's not something.
Yeah, I mean we don't really do that. Yeah,
but it's definitely like a fucking great game. It's super cheap now if you want to have a PS3 or if you want to get it on Xbox 360 or like backwards compatible for the one, and it's worth fucking playing if you're a Metal Gear fan.
I hear that the PC version's really, really well ported as well.
Oh, that's good.
So if you have an Xbox controller and a decent computer, you should check it out.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I'm gonna give it let's see, a butt rock out of Texas Senators, Colorado Senators who play ball at Texas.
Yeah, what the fuck? James, what are your thoughts? Final thought.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more than I guess I expected to going in. Not that I thought it would be a bad game or anything, just that I wasn't aware of how much I was going to enjoy how off the wall crazy shit got. I thought the dialogue was all for as cheesy as it was, it still managed to have those really poignant moments at times, and I was there were moments where I was this is an interesting look at what American politics look like from the outside world, especially nowadays. The fact that it was in 2018, I was that's weird. Also, I paid some weird price, $7.86 on the digital store to buy this, and I thought that was a fair price. I thought, yeah, it was very weirdly priced. It was definitely not an even number, and I don't know if there's a reason for that, but I want to look into that. I think I would give it 8 lightning bolts out of 10.
Wow, nice. That's some high praise.
It was good. I had fun.
Yeah. For me, Precursor, I was on easy mode.
So this is the easy mode review.
So while I will say it was a lot of fun, going through and just holding R1 and ripping through and just destroying people. it got to a point where I was, maybe it was because I was on a time crunch, but it got to a point where I was just like, it felt kind of like, not repetitive, but just like, okay, another group of enemies, blah, blah, blah. You got to do the whole thing again. I think if I had played it on normal, it would be a little bit more in tune with like, okay, crap, there's another group of enemies. How am I going to attack this? Whereas on easy, you could just like run and gun, like destroy in the flash of, whatever. But I liked the bosses. I liked how the levels were laid out. And I think I'm not gonna be definite on this, but I think the music was probably the best. I just like because going back from other MGS games, where it was just like super orchestral and super cinematic, and the first boss battle is this just metal and a guitar solo coming in, and you're just like ripping through this Metal Gear. It just felt right. So yeah, with that said, I would give this a no poop out of doom poop. A doom poop.
What about you, Alessio? What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like a little biased towards it in a weird way, where it's like a lot of YouTube folks that I follow have a lot of affection for this game. So,
hey man, live your life, live your best life, speak your mind. Don't let haters get to you. And tell your truth. Tell your truth, honey.
No. So what I was gonna say is like I knew that it wasn't like a mystery. It wasn't like I played the first game and forgot how good it was. It was like I played it for the first time and knew it was going to be fun to get back to. And so I think I just kind of came back to it excited to have like a comfort game to play after Survive. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, God, Metal Gear Survive was so bad. And then I played this and I was like, fuck yes. Like this is wonderful. And so for me, this was almost just like comfort food. You know what I mean? It was just like, I'm just going to rock the fuck out and get this game finished up in like 6 hours or whatever and call it a day. And I was very much so looking forward to going back to that Senator fight, which I've only played through once before and just knew it was bad shit crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I enjoyed it a lot. I would definitely recommend this to folks, even if you've never played Metal Gear, because like very obviously James has limited experience, having only played like Ground Zeroes a little bit before. And so it's like this is kind of his first foray into Metal Gear, which I think is a funny experiment. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this, especially with how cheap it is, and just echoing everybody else's sentiments. I would have to give this 0 Johnny Suzaki's out of -10 diarrhea disasters. And that's very positive because my mouth is, I have to rinse my mouth out of Johnny Suzaki after Metal Gear Solid 4. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. Definitely recommend it. You should go play it. I'm going to be splicing in some of the music from this game into this edit, so hopefully you'll be enjoying all that.
Yes.
Cue it here.
Let it ride.
I hope that you guys are enjoying our sort of return. We are. This is our Revengeance as well. Yeah, and hopefully, especially with these longer episodes, I feel like unfortunately with 4 seats, it can probably get a little monotonous for some of us, just kind of going through and summarizing. So I think we're going to be trying to like punch up our approach a little bit, and just make sure that like for us hosting the show and for you listening, that it doesn't just turn into some dudes reading sort of like the Cliff Notes version of what happens. But yeah, it's a ton of fun. We're excited to be back. We've got a lot of stuff in store, and along those lines, the rest of our return season, which is kind of focusing on finishing up all of the spin-offs before we move into proper Metal Gear territory, we're gonna have a lot of fun talking about shitty mobile games. And they're not all bad, but in general, we're going to talk about all of the mobile games like Metal Gear Card Battle. We're going to talk about the Nokia N-Gage version of Metal Gear Solid. We're gonna watch a bunch of videos, and we're gonna pull up a bunch of information, and we're just gonna chat about it. And then after that, we are gonna do a BYOB fan fiction. So each of us is gonna bring a nice, steaming, fresh, hot piping Metal Gear related fan fiction that we're gonna do a dramatic reading of a couple pages to the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna read mine. Is the one that I found is very short. I'm gonna read it in its entirety. So nice. Be ready for that.
Very nice.
Can we write our own fan fiction?
Sure, that'd be amazing. Please do.
Now I want to write my own.
I'm excited. Yeah, just
Can we all write our own Metal Gear fan fiction? We'll each like get a character.
You can bring one, and you can write one.
Yes,
but please try to keep them like
short. Yeah.
Short. Just like forewarning, I'm sure that whatever I'm going to be providing is going to get real adult themed. So just know that episode comes with a disclaimer.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oh no. But yeah, so this is the second episode of our sort of not reboot, but kind of 2.0 upgrade.
Boys in the house.
James, did you have a good time recording a proper 4-seated episode?
I had a great time. It's nice to be here. It's nice to be around friends.
I feel like James is a tourist, you guys. We gotta find a way to haze him audibly. Hazing is bad. hazing is bad practice. Don't do it.
We need to come up with like a quiz, and we have to quiz him on every episode. Like, okay, here's information from the first 64 episodes of Metal Gear Mondays. Now you have to answer a quiz about all of it.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, no.
Before we get into all that, I just wanted to say as well that we're probably going to be reading some of the fan letters that we've gotten since the break on that fan fiction episode. And obviously we're not going to read all the like gushy, like, oh, your podcast is great, of which there is a little bit. We're going to be reading more so sort of like theories and questions and stuff like that. We also got a response from our first Irish listener who said some pretty funny shit. So I'm excited to go into that. But yeah, that's it. You can.
Hey, do I still have a vendetta against Canada or nah?
Yeah, against who was it again? Canada?
Yeah.
Sure.
The country of Canada for not writing shit into our fucking podcast.
Sam, you just asked me if you still have a vendetta against something. I don't know.
Listen, I need people to keep track of this shit for me. I got a lot of vendettas.
Am I writing you as a character into this show?
Something like that. I've got a lot of enemies.
If for whatever reason a bunch of droning bumble talk about a fever dream video game involving sword fighting fucking U.S. senators is your cup of tea, definitely feel free to check us out on Facebook.com/Metal Gear Mondays, Twitter.com/Metal Gear Monday. Thanks, character limit.
Character limit, baby.
Yeah, so at Metal Gear Monday. And if you want to throw us any money, you can go to patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays. Every little bit helps. It helps us run sort of the hosting of the episodes, but also it helps us be able to take the time to make these great, as well as it will help us do some fun shit. There's some pretty cool rewards. You can be a guest on the show. You can dictate some episodes. Future seasons coming along the pipe are going to be a lot of fun. We've got like a sort of spooky Metal Gear themed season around Halloween, where we're going to talk about sort of the scariest moments in the Metal Gear games that we've covered thus far, as well as doing a PT coverage, and just discussing like Silent Hill potentially as well.
And our next season after this, everybody should be pretty stoked for. We're actually going to be covering Peace Walker over the course of about 5 episodes. So, yeah, guys, it's great to be back. And Sam, Isaac, James, where can people find you on the internet, independent of Metal Gear Mondays?
All at the same time, boys.
Ready?
You can
Ready?
Find me on the internet at Sanjul on Twitter. That's SANJUUL. That's about it. Like, if you know. I post stuff there rarely, but like I'll get into, if you want to like tweet me something, I'll like talk to you about it. And like if I maybe do other podcasts or like other projects, and in addition to this one, I'll also let you know there too.
You can find me on Cambridge Analytica. I'm gonna be
Oh God.
James, Isaac.
Yeah,
where can
no,
people
find me
you?
find me on Twitter at James Reichmuth, spelled like it sounds.
So it's REECHMOOOOOOOOTH.
Mouth.
That's it's like REICHMUTH.
Wow, you nailed it. That's impressive.
Real fast.
Wow.
I stay up at night, just staring at your last name, just speed memorizing,
waiting for your moment. I want to chime in for Isaac here, because now that we're back,
What?
Isaac, we got the forcing Isaac to tweet at doesn't have a twit is back in full force. So,
yep.
Get us going. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, official
Patreon
Metal Gear
going.
Mondays Twitter account actually tweeted at Isaac today. So
Hey.
But yeah, so
doesn't have a twit.
Oh, and
Doesn't
hold
have a
on.
twit.
So let the record show, good boy Zach. I know that you're globe trotting or whatever you do for a
Oh my
living these
gosh.
days.
Zach James.
But check it out, Mr. ZJ. You told us that once we passed 200 likes on Facebook that you would physically destroy your copy of Snake's Revenge.
That's true.
We
Dog.
finally did it.
We're
We did
well
it in
after the 200.
Yeah, we did it in the gap between 1.0 and 2.0, so we need that to happen.
Bring it on, boy. Bring it on.
Yeah. I think for like Alessia, you should put one of the things, like every time somebody donates at like a $1 level, Isaac has to make a tweet or something.
Yeah, you just have
Am
an
I worth
option.
that little to you, Sam?
Oh damn! I'm gonna
No,
make it
you're
like
worth-
a $10,000. Like Isaac will tweet
Isaac,
at you.
Yes.
Isaac, sweet boy, you are worth the world to me.
Very nice. Well, guys, we gotta. James, you haven't been on here in a while, so do you want to say the thing about the thing that we sign off with?
Thing about the
This
thing.
is his quiz.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's something about a
James,
box,
you
right?
edited video for this show. What?
Something about a box, right?
Hold on. What?
Something about a
Something about a
box.
little box. It's not a box. It's not a box.
It's just a container of some kind.
It's just a perforated cardboard container.
I think. Hold on, I'm gonna get really close to the microphone here. I think what
Whisper in my ear.
I think what you mean to say is that it's just a box.
Ba-dam-bam.
Just a box.